What's up, y'all? Fuck you then. What's up, Nick? What's up, Noah? I see you. Fuck y'all doing, man? How's it going? How is it going? Can you guys hear me okay? I got the recliner actually reclined. So I'm a little further away from the mic, but I turned up the volume. So I just want to make sure it's coming through okay. All the audio files in the room, if there are any. Is my sound coming through okay, boys? In any case, I hope you're doing well. This is just my 2 cents. Shout out to the rabid dog, Mr. Arkansas. Shout out to the sensational 7, the 7 competitors still left in the Mecca. Shout out to the boys over at Puff Sports Radio. Shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate y'all being here. I surely do. I'm going to give her just a second. Let this thing get warmed up. Let a few more heads come up into my fag. Shout out to the 3 people in the building. Y'all are the first to arrive, man. Y'all come up in here. Pull up a seat. I'll pass this fucking tube around if you would like to partake. If not, as my dude Devin the Dude would say, smoke for me. Boys and girls, we are going to talk about UFC 258 today. We're going to talk about how it impacts week 5 of the Mecca. That is what today will be about. That's what we're going to talk about. UFC 258 and how it directly correlates to and impacts the Mecca. Talked about some fights yesterday. We're going to talk about some more fights today. We're going to rehash some fights we've already discussed. We're going to go a little further in depth into some fights that we just scratched the surface of yesterday. We're going to do all that shit, man. Yeah, going to give her just a few minutes. Let her get warmed up. I got the bong rolling. I got the fight card pulled up. There's a couple fights in particular that I want to zero in on today. I'd like to know you guys' thoughts. There are a couple fights that I'm still looking at. A couple fights that I'm still taping. But yeah. That's what it's going to be, man. 258 talk. Yeah, one fight on the main card, or a couple fights on the main card, and a couple fights on the prelims. I'm going to dial in. I want to zero in on them. But yeah, man. Hope y'all are having a good afternoon. It's almost 5 o'clock over here. I am not a punctual. Trying to make a dollar out of what makes 2 cents. I hear you, man. I hear you, Steve. How you doing, bro? Come on in here, man. Passing this thing around. So when we do start really getting rock and rolling on this card, the first fight I want to talk about is Ricky Simón and Brian Kelleher. I really want to do a deep dive into that fight today, boys. I want to look at the records. I want to look at I'm actually going to be playing some of the fights we're gonna do a deep dive. I'm gonna be playing some of the fights of both of these guys while I'm talking about it. But yeah, I want to spend at least a good half hour talking about Ricky Simón and Brian Kelleher, because I think it's honestly one of the tougher fights to predict. I think it's one of the ones where it could really go. It's a 50-50, like could really go either way. And yeah, I truly believe in my heart of hearts that it will be a Mecca divider. So I want to do a deep dive on that. I really do want to know what you guys think, where you're leaning. If you have plays on either guy, shout them out. I have no problem. If I'm cool with you, dude, I have no problem with you plugging your shit here, your any of your social media, any of your plays that you have, what have you. But yeah, I want to talk about that fight. I want to talk about Simón and Kelleher when we get rocking and rolling. Nick Alexander in the motherfucking building. Noah in this building. Noah's Ark in this motherfucker. What's up, Steve? Yep. Hopped on the Miller train at 225. Nice. He's on the Jim Miller train. So what are you thinking, Steve? Are you thinking submission? Are you thinking a Jim Miller submission? Maybe Bobby Green takes him down and Miller snatches a gilly? Snatches that gilly? What do you think? Ooh, man. Excuse me. I just ate some wings, boys. They're really, really fucking good wings. Ate some good wings and good rice and vegetables too. You know, I know YouTube loves Boom after the work he's put in on some of the channels lately, but 64, yeah, he's got them T-Rex arms, man. And then you have Simón, who just cut to 35 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Yeah, Simón is a big dude, man. Ricky Simón's a big dude. What's going on, Spicy? Dry Spicy in my 6 people in the building. Boy, that jumped. Boy, that escalated quickly. What's going on, man? Shout out to the 6 people in the building. But yeah, man, this is one that I'm just excited about it in general. Like, I think that this one could honestly like headline who they got fucking headlining the prelims. God damn it. Skipped over the whole fucking thing. Yeah, I mean, Jim Miller versus Bobby Green is a solid headliner, but it could be like, I don't know, man. Like, we'll talk about Rodolfo Vieira and Fluffy Hernandez too, but I could replace it with that fight and wouldn't be too mad about it. But yeah, like Simón and Kelleher, it's fucking 50-50 to me. It's a real, I'm not just saying that. I really think it is. And I want to know what you guys think. I mean, it's not going to like sway me, but I'm just curious, man. I'm just curious what everybody else is thinking, because I'm really, I'm going to be taping it. Actually, I'm going to be doing some taping while I'm on the stream, while I'm just sitting here talking to you guys, and we'll chop it up, man. See what you guys think. Go in the chat here. I'm trying to start leaning back a little bit, watch my posture, and trying to turn the microphone up a little bit. So can you guys hear me okay? I'm gonna just control the chat from my phone. Just have it in my lap. Noah says T-Rex arms never hurt Holloway. This is the worst pay-per-view in recent memory. What's up, Alex Alberto? What's going on, man? See, Sparks. I would love the plus 5'10" Miller submission, but Green got such good defense. Yeah, Bobby Green defensively, like, he has good takedown defense, and he's just, yeah, he's good. Bobby Green's a good fighter. People really like, like I said, I don't gamble, but I've definitely picked Bobby Green and been right in some spots, and people are like really pissed off about it because they were betting the other guy. And he's a good fighter, dude. I knew he was gonna be Clay Guida. Like, I don't know, dude. I really Bobby Green is someone that like people like to fade a lot, and I think he's a little bit underrated sometimes, maybe. But in any case, I'm picking Bobby Green. Talked about it a little bit yesterday, but since we're on the subject, I think that Jim Miller is 37. I think Bobby Green is going to be faster. I think Bobby Green is the better striker. I think Bobby Green might even be the better wrestler. I think that Bobby Green is going to piece up Jim Miller and maybe even knock him out. But I cannot. To me, Miller is, and I'm not saying it's a bad bet. It's a good bet because Bobby Green can be hard to trust sometimes. But to me, I don't like. This is the other thing too. I'm kind of biased because I'm a guy that looks to fade Jim Miller a lot, and I've gotten burned with that. So this could be one of those where it's a perfect storm, and I go with Bobby Green, and he shits the bed, and Jim Miller pulls a submission out of his butt. But, yeah, butt dance 2.0. But fucking. Yeah, I just like Bobby Green. I mean, if you were betting it, you're definitely going to sweat Bobby Green. I caution people to not put Bobby Green in parlays because he is not a very super redundant fucking department of redundancy department. He's not a very super trustworthy fighter, but I think he's at this stage he's better than Jim Miller. I think Jim Miller is on his way out, boys. He's 37. No. Going with Mean Bobby Green. See what you boys are saying in the chat. Appreciate the 8 people that are here being here. I see the general in the chat. The general is here, boys. So no trolls allowed. It's a fucking troll-free zone. I'm just going to read your chats or your comments here from my phone. Noah says Green does go for the takedowns himself, though. That's true. Bobby Green's a good wrestler. Bobby is this week's slow Mike. MJ of the week. No logic behind this, but Miller will just hold him on the ground or sub. See, that's the thing, though. I like Bobby Green has good takedown defense. He really does, man. And Jim Miller is like, it just, I don't know. Like, I don't see like. I can see wanting to fade Bobby Green, but I just don't see Jim Miller pulling it off here. To me, it's a sub or bust. There's a chance he could do it. I'm not saying it's impossible. To me, I'm like 70-30, maybe 75-25 on Bobby Green, if I had to put a number on it. And I'm not good with numbers. I'm not very smart with the numbers. I see a number and a letter and a number and a letter, and I don't. My brain doesn't work. But fade your feel. Feel your fade. Fade your feel. What is the fucking deal? I'm so hurt still from what's happened? Bobby's I lost out on let me put that. I gotta put that up. That's put up worthy. Trying to say 2 things at the same time, boys. It didn't work out at all. 10 people in the building, man. That's what's up. That's tight, dude. Not even 15 minutes into the stream, and there are 10 myths. 10 mafks in this myth. We got 10 mafks up in this myth. I lost out 9. Yeah, I lost one on that one. Fucking there you go. I lost out on a $20,000 parlay when Jim Miller lost to Scott Holtzman. Oh, you're still upset about that one. Steve says it's a man in the suit pick. Fade your feel. I had him parlay that night, and once he lost, everyone else won. Yeah. When it rains, it pours. Kind of goes like dominoes, don't it? What's up, Cormax? Who? Not me. You talking about Ark? Stream King. The Stream King is Mr. Arkansas. Let me make that very fucking clear. I'm from the same state as Mr. Arkansas, but I am not, and I repeat, not on the same level of streaming prowess and streaming ability as Mr. Arkansas. You can't see my hands, but I'm down here and Ark is up there. Aquí? Yeah. It's not the same. It's not the same universe. I can't do what Ark. I've said this a million times. I cannot do what Mr. Arkansas does as far as streaming. I've streamed enough to know that I can't do it. I've been streaming in one way, shape, or form since 2018. But I have not, nor will I ever fucking attempt to even get in the same galaxy as Ark as far as his streaming. Like, you can't, it's not a human. You can't fucking do it. A man will go crazy trying to do that. You will go insane. You will fucking try. Dude, try it. Challenge him. Challenge him. And make sure all your friends is there too. You might get embarrassed. You can't do it, man. Try it. Try to stream for 2 days straight. Over 2 days straight. 55 hours. Mr. 55 hours. Oh, well, you know what to do then. Oh, if he's a troll, then you know what to do. Oh, then you will, your tenure here will be short-lived, my friend. Salute to the general. My favorite, my dark horse to win the Mecca of the Sensational Seven, definitely pulling for him. May the force be with him. May the Mecca force be with him. Yeah, we'll smack that motherfucker. If he's a troll, let's smack him. Oh, if he's a bit of a troll, then give him a bit of a troll deserves a bit of a wrench smacking. If you picking up what I'm putting down, boys, why don't you layeth down the wrencheth on this motherfuckereth? 11 people in the building. That's tight, dude. I love seeing that double digits. Even if it's just 10, man. I'm proud of that number, dude. God damn it, now it's 9. Fuck! Every time I say it, fuck! Got a special guest in the chat. What's going on, man? Hey, y'all check out my dude MMA Locker Room, man. Shout out to Mills in the chat over at Pub Sports Radio. Shout out to all the boys over at Pub Sports Radio. Perfect time to cut a little motherfucking promo. Pub Sports Radio, boys, check them out. If you are a gambling man, if you like to get a little action in on them fucking picks, if you like to put a little juice on your predictions, Pub Sports Radio is the place to go. You can find MMA Locker Room over there. You can find my dude Boston Nick. You can find Big Mo Scream. You can find Jeff Slaughter. You can find Connor Mack. You can find all those guys over there. DFS by the numbers. DFS Brady. Check them out. What's going on, Mills? Mills, speaking of which, and this just all this ties together. Mills, Money Mills is still in this Mecca. Money Mills is one of the Sensational Seven, boys. MMA Locker Room is one of the Sensational Seven. He is still alive and kicking in the motherfucking Mecca. Believe that. You don't have to believe it. You can check it out for yourself. I'm an old individual, so I know it isn't you just because you say it is. Because anything that's truth got proof that ain't you is simply just the way it is. Sing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See, I talk real fast, but if you listen real fast, I don't have to slow down so you can catch up. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Huh? Yep. That's how it goes, man. What it is, what it was, what it shall be. Oh man, water is good, dude. Water is like good for you, man. Water like is you. Like you are water. Like you're mostly water. I'm mostly water. We us are mostly water. We didn't believe what we us said right now. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K, my friends. Gentlemen, I'm here to help you with your history report. What? Dude, that's a movie, man. That's a movie I can watch. It never gets old. Bill and Ted never gets old to me, dude. Fucking love that movie. Okay, boys. We got 8 people in the building. That's good enough for me. Let's fucking dive in. Let's take a deep fucking dive into this Ricky Simone and Brian Kelleher. Let's get to what you boys really want to hear. Let's get into this fucking UFC, dude. Let's get into this motherfucking UFC. 258 is coming up this weekend. Ricky Simone and Brian Kelleher, what are y'all's thoughts? What are you guys thinking? What are your plays? What are you leaning? What are you thinking? Willie Beeman. Steamin' Willie Beeman. That's a pretty good movie too, man. That's pretty damn good football. That's one of the better football movies to me. It's like, it's not realistic. None of them really are, but that one, to entertainment wise, like Any Given Sunday is one of the better ones to me. It's like over the top. It's good. Like some of the locker room shit and like the on the field stuff is pretty fucking good, man. I like Any Given Sunday. Willie Beeman. That's one of Fox's like better roles to me. I haven't seen that in a while though. What's the team name? The Sharks? Isn't that what it is? The Miami Sharks or something? All right, here we go. Here we go, boys. Yeah, I remember they had the like black and white colors. The shit was dip. All right, here we go. Tail of the tape. Tail of the tape. We're breaking it down because in just a few days, boys and girls, we have both UFC 258 headlined by a welterweight title fight between Dorinho Gilbert Burns and the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman. That's a good fight, boys. That's a good fight. It's going to be tight. We're going to talk about it. Talk about this fucking fight right now. This Ricky Simone, Brian Kelleher thing. Let's get into it. Shout out to Fight Night Picks. Definitely just stole that from them. But, okay. Yeah. Tail of the tape, Ricky Simone, Brian Kelleher. Ricky Simone is 28. Kelleher is older at 34. He is more of a veteran. They are the same height. It says here that Kelleher has a 66-inch reach, but I will say Google is notoriously unreliable for their statistics. Like when you pull up Google and it has like the Ultimate Fighting Championship, it has the official banner, and you can look at all the different like early prelims. You know, you can touch it and it pulls up the menu, pop up or whatever. You know, it gives you the tail of the tape. That's notoriously unreliable statistics. It's always different from like Wikipedia or it just I don't know, man. It just always seems to be different from either. I mean Tapology. Yeah, so that's the tail of the tape. They're the same height. Simone has a slight reach advantage. Now, to me, I have not deep taped this like I want to. I wanted to deep tape it last night. I will probably end up deep taping it tonight. And I'll get back to the chat here in a second, but it's a tough one because, like I said, I think it could go one of two ways. I think either Ricky Simone is just going to wrestle fuck the shit out of Kelleher, or Kelleher is going to spark Ricky Simone the fuck out. I think it's going to be one of those. I think it's going to be finished in this fight. Or, either a finish or a dominant decision by Ricky Simone. But I think if there is a finish, it will come from Kelleher. I think that the boom has a good chance of landing the boom, that boomstick. And, yeah, I think it's close to a damn close to a 50-50. Maybe 60-40 one way I wouldn't be mad at. Like if you're on Simone, like 60-40 Simone. If you're on Kelleher the other way, 60-40, something like that. But people, I've seen some people like that are just so certain either way, and I'm like, man, I don't know, dude. You got a fucking brass pair on you, brother, because I do not see how anyone can be super certain either way. Like Kelleher is not a fucking bum, man. Boom ain't no bum. Boom can level that fucking boomstick, boys. And Simone has a dodgy chin. Let's just be real about it. Let's talk about the things that are real. Can we all just keep it real at the exact same moment? Can we keep it real at the exact same time? Ricky Simone is chinny. You put one on that dude's chin, he will go. And Boom has a little bit of that little bit of that pepper on them knuckles, if you feel what I'm saying. So, yeah, don't be too shocked if Brian Kelleher cleans fucking Ricky Simone's clock, dude. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked if you see the cleaning of a clock. But, there's a big but on that. Ricky Simone is just a better wrestler. Like, who are we kidding, dude? Ricky Simone is the fucking better wrestler. He could easily just be just be chain wrestling takedowns, just like boom, boom, mat returns, just fucking wow. He could just be wrestle fucking Brian Kelleher like Pornhub style, dude. Just all kinds of wrestle fucking. You know, like it could just definitely go like that. And damn it, boys, I just don't know which way it's gonna go. I don't know which one. I have a feeling that one of those is going to happen, and I'll be goddamned if I don't know which one. But I feel like it's going to be one of those. I feel like it's going to be one of two things. Just a 3-round wrestle fucking by Ricky, or a fucking nasty knockout by Brian Kelleher. That's what I really think. I really think it's going to be one of those. Let me see what y'all are saying in this chat. 9 people in this match. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate that time out there. Matter of fact, I don't I don't suffer trolls. If things are cool with him and Ark, then I will undo this. But yeah, I prefer to block first and ask questions later. Shoot first, ask questions later. Wrench smack first, ask questions later. You can always undo it, man. You can always go back and be like, oh shit, unblock them. You can do that. But what I don't want to do anymore is take chances and leave trolls lingering. I just want to make it very clear what I will tolerate and what I will not tolerate on this channel. I won't tolerate trolling. I won't tolerate people like because I see it, dude. I see it. I walk amongst the trolls in those chats. You see me? You see that helmet? I'm talking to you trolls. I'm walking among you motherfuckers. And I see you. You can't see me, but I can see you. You know what I'm saying? I see what people do. I see the kind of shit that people do. The trolling. I understand the behavior of a troll. I understand the behavior of a troll. Sometimes, I'm human, man. I'm only human. I fall victim to it sometimes. Sometimes I'm a little too trusting with that shit. I want to believe that people are like genuinely good natured. I want to believe that shit. Sometimes I'm too much of an idealist, boys. But I do understand the nature of a troll. And yeah. Hold up. Word. Business is a booming, Jackie boy. What's going on, Jack? Howdy, pard. How in the hell are you? Shout out to my man, Jack Attack MMA and this motherfucker. How did the show go, Jack? I hope it went well, man. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to check it out like I wanted to. I had to sort out a few affairs around the domicile before I went live, but I will check it out, man, because My man Jack Attack, I'll tell you what, you want to talk about some futuristic fucking matchups, dude? You want to talk about some fucking possible tight-ass matchups, dude? You want to talk about some fucking shit like that? Look no further than Jack Attack MMA. He's uncanny with that shit. I never, dude, I never seen such a thing before. But yeah, I hope it went well, man. I hope the show went well. But yeah, man, we're right in the middle of this fucking we're right in the middle of this Simone Kelleher. So it looks like you are it looks because Jack is clever with the he'll pick a fighter and then he'll have a clever like tagline to let people know that that's the fighter that he's picking. And it is clever, man. I will give Jack that. Jack is very clever. Jack is very like what's the word? He's very wry. He's very yeah, Jack is a chucklehead. Jack is a chucklehead. I'm a little bit more lowbrow. I'm a little bit more like dumbass retard humor, but Jack has a really good sense of humor. What is good with you, my dude? You know what it is. You already know what it is, bro. I'm sitting here running my fucking mouth, smoking this fucking ganja, just talking about this fucking Simone Kelleher, dude. I can't, god damn it. I can't, like I said, Jack, this is where I was just leaving off. I truly believe, I don't know which one, but I truly believe it's going to be one of these two outcomes. Just a 3-round wrestle fucking by Simone, or Kelleher is going to drop that boomstick and clean his fucking clock, dude. I really believe that. And I just cannot, god damn it, I can't decide. Maybe this will help. Well, it didn't help, but I feel good. All right, here we go. Steve Sparks says Boom will get slammed on his head at least twice, but I ain't putting it past him to keep on slugging. Yeah, he's a knucklehead, man. Yeah. Kelleher is a fucking caveman, dude. He takes a licking and keeps on ticking. That's real. I don't think has he ever. Okay. Let's get. I stopped at the tail of the tape. I'd be jumping around, shit. I fucking forget kind of where I'm at sometimes. But all right, Kelleher. Let's start with Kelleher because I think that I'm pretty sure he's the underdog in this. I need to pull that up too. While I'm thinking about it, let me pull this up. These odds so I can switch back with a map my way on the ace, so I can switch back and forth. UFC odds. I watched Bill and Ted and Friday yesterday. You gotta be reminding me. Here we go. Here we are. Kelleher. Yeah, he's on -205. Ricky Simone. This is 5 dimes. I'm not sure which bookmaker. Some of you guys use bookmaker. Some Bovada. Bovada has Kelleher at -200. +200, excuse me, and Ricky Simone is at -260. Boys, that is the line. That is the betting line for Brian Kelleher and Ricky Simone. Now, yes, I think as an underdog, Kelleher will fight for your money. I really believe that. I don't think that is a bad underdog bet at all. If I was a betting man, I would take a stab at that for sure. I would bet that straight for sure. That's a nice little line, man, because I think the line should be a lot closer. I'll put it like that. I think that should be a little closer to a pick'em. Ricky Simone definitely has a significant wrestling advantage. But I think that Kelleher has a significant striking advantage, dude, and Ricky does not have he's not that durable, man. You pop him good, and like Kelleher, he has a nice right hand, comes right over the jab, and he throws like good combination, like he throws a good like uppercut left hook. And if Ricky is he's got to time those takedowns, man. He's got to time those takedowns very carefully. And I can see Kelleher hitting him with an uppercut, man. Kelleher's got a nice uppercut. And he knocked Hunter Azure out with that left hook, dude. Boom has pop in those punches, man. I feel like he's a little bit like a Josh Emmett. Like people kind of like underrate him a little bit, like because he has losses and stuff. But this is a close fight, boys. I'm truly like, I don't fucking know. I really don't know. I don't envy anyone having to pick this one for the Mecca. Shout out to the Sensational Seven. Shout out to MMA Locker Room. Shout out to Alex motherfucking the General Wrench Ramirez. Jack says, keeping well, bro, yourself. I am well, my friend. The show was fun. Thought of some good matchups. Hope some of them come to fruition. Indeed. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, man. I'm trying to get a burp up. Indeed. Yeah, dude, I hope so too, man. I'm interested to see what they are, dude. I'm telling you, Jack is uncanny with that shit, with that matchmaking shit. Yep, Chucklehead. Yep, for sure. The same way. It's a tough. God damn, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those Simone decision or a Kelleher knockout. Sean and Mick need Jack. They do, man. They do, man. You should offer your services, Jack, for a nice price. Boom also looked decent. I mean, he did, man. Cody had an otherworldly power with him that night, but Kelleher was still live in that fight, dude. He was still making those rounds close. I'm pretty sure I gave 2 or 3 rounds to Cody, but I remember all of them being like, it's a close round, but I'm gonna edge it to Cody. It's another close round, but I'm gonna edge it to Cody, like that kind of shit, you know. But what's she hollering about in that? Random, just like holler out of nowhere. Let's see what he's saying. Boom can sub and KO Simone, who does get beat up on the feet by everybody. He does, man. Ricky Simone gets hit. Boom can sub. Yeah, he does. And Boom has a nasty guillotine. He's snatching that gilly. He does, man. Wouldn't it be crazy if he guillotined Simone just like he did Marab Davashvili? Davashvili. Sorry, I mean no disrespect. I kid. I'm just a fucking smart ass, man. I'm just joking around. Sandhagen gonna get the title shot. I mean, you would think so. Like, okay, let's talk about that for a second. Jackie boy, at the hour mark, if I will set the shit down. I'll send out the beacon and set the shit down if you'd like to come in. I might even open up a little earlier in like 10 minutes or something. But yeah, and then we can talk about the show live in person. But for just this one, well, yeah, let's do you want to save that? Did you like if you'd like to save that discussion, that 135, because I always like talking. That's one of my favorite like topics, even if there's a fight going on, if there's not a fight going on. This is always one of my favorite topics. Title pictures. Who deserves the title shot? Who should get the next title shot? Who's probably going to get the next title shot? I feel like that's just like an endlessly like entertaining and interesting conversation because it's always changing. The UFC always like is. I feel like a lot of times they're looking at it from a different angle than like what the fans usually want to see, because the fans are just like, they're thinking about the best fight or the closest matchup or who deserves it, where the UFC is like, okay, where can we make the most money here? Like, where can we clean up with these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like title picture discussions, if you would like to save that one for when you, if I don't want to be presumptuous, but if you would like to come aboard Slave One, what, yeah, if you'd like to save it for that one, we can definitely do that shit. I know it's not really Slave One. I know it's not really Star Wars. I'm just trying to have a little fun with it. Man. That's all. That's all it is. Jack says, appreciate it, Steve. I'm going to let him sit and chill after his last 2. Not that he got banged up or anything, but earned a break. Sandhagen, you mean? Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Yeah, well, we can definitely talk about that if you want to. I think I'll time it up nicely for a full camp since Jan Aljo is coming up soon. C Spark says no problem. Yeah, yeah. Let's Jack, if you want to come in here in a little bit, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that 135 title picture. Don't let me forget that. Don't let me forget that. I'm a knucklehead. I'm very forgetful. I'm a forgetful stoner. But yeah, let's see if two stoners can rub their minds together and come up remember for one memory. Can we combine our mental forces for one memory of the UFC 135 title picture? Um, okay. Alex says thoughts on Marquez and Pitolo. Thoughts on Marquez and Pitolo. Okay, so now this is what I want to do. I think this is what I want to do. First of all, let me just ask Jack. Jack, would you like to come in? Would you like to come aboard Slave One in about 10 minutes? Would you like to do that? Because we're sitting there hovering. We're sitting here just on the planet, hovering above the forest, above indoor, whatever, just buzzing around, looking for bounties and shit. Send out the beacon, holler. In 10. Yeah, 10. Let's do it in 10 minutes. If that works for you. Does that work? Just let me know. It's no, I'm flexible, man. I'm gonna be gone for a few hours today. A few hours. The old lady said don't go till like midnight or anything, but I'm gonna at least go till 7. I know that. I'll at least be rolling till 7. But yeah, yeah, okay. So if Jack's gonna come in, we'll talk about that. We will talk about the 135 title picture. We will talk about Julian Marquez and Maki Pitolo. We will talk about. I would like to get Jack's thoughts on Simone Kelleher in person, and I would like to talk about. There was another fight I wanted to discuss with you, Brajas and Brajettes. We talked a little bit about you, Chris Gutierrez, but I wouldn't mind talking a little bit more about that too. As well as we didn't talk as much about this, but Macy Barbo, Alexa Grasso, Macy Barbo, Macy Barbo, Alexa Grasso, Macy Barber and Alexa Grasso. I can't, man, when my mouth gets dry, my shit be like sticking to the side of my shit and I can't talk. But yeah, no excuses. But yeah, I like to talk about those fights. I like to talk about Grasso and Barber. I'd like to, because I think that one is like, could be, I mean, that's damn close to a pick 'em. Barber's sitting at like just over plus 100, like 105, 110. She's plus 100 on Bet Online. And then Grasso is like at a minus 125, minus 138, minus 140, minus 120, minus 139, minus 135, minus 130, minus 122. I'm just looking, I'm on bestfightodds.com. So yeah, just going across the different columns. But yeah, man, I think that's what I want to talk about. Grasso Barber. That's gonna be a tight one. That's gonna be a tight one in the Mecca. That one's gonna be a divider, dude. Is what I'm talking. These Mecca dividers where people are gonna be split. It's down to 7, man. So yeah, Grasso Barber. I haven't talked much about Gabe Green and Phil Rowe, but I haven't looked much at that fight either. So if Jack wants to talk about that, we can do that. And yeah, Jack, any fights you want to talk about, any of them, we can. We'll just play it by ear. But yeah, those are ones that I definitely would like to touch on. The 135 title picture and Alexa Barber, Alexa Grasso, and Macy Barber, and I'd like to get your thoughts as well on Simone Kelleher. And I need to take some water. Is that what people say in the world? Take some water. Well, let me take this water then. You tired of walking off a coconut plank with fucking Maki? Beta Cubano and yell Domino. Yell Geronimo. 10 or 20 minutes, I'll be good, my man. You just let me know, man. I'll drop the just let me know whenever you're ready. I will send the beacon. What's going on, Cardone? Johnny Cardone, this myth. Shout out to 2 cents and the homies. Hey, shout out to you, my man. Shout out to the MC Cardone and this heck yeah. What do you say, MC Skillet? Is that what it was? Young Skillet? Young Skillet in this meh? Cardone say, yeah, you can get a mixtape, but it's going to cost you about 40 motherfuckers. Yeah, here in about 10 minutes, I'm going to set Slave 1 down. Jack Attack MMA will be joining me aboard the ship. We're going to throw this motherfucker into hyperdrive, shoot into hyperspace, smoke some fucking weed, talk about these UFC 258 fights, and we will also talk about the 135 title picture. We'll talk about that 135 title picture, boys. But yeah, I want to talk about Alexa Grasso and Macy Barber. I do want to get Jack's thoughts on Ricky Simone, Brian Kelleher, and I would like to talk a little bit about Maki Pitolo and Julian Marquez. I'm trying to get better with rolling my R's. I'm trying to work on my Espanol. My Espanol is muy mal. I want to improve ever so slightly. So yeah. Pitolo, Marquez, Grasso, Barber, 135 title picture, Simone Kelleher. Those are the 4 main topics of discussion. Those are the 4 bullet points I'd like to hit. And then we can talk about whatever the fuck. Because I'm going to be going. And then, yeah, Jack, I mean, we can talk about whatever the fuck after that, dude. You want to talk about, like, whatever music or kind of whatever entertainment you've been into recently. I'm down for that, man. I want this to be an entertaining show. I want this to be, like, a good variety show. It's going to be mostly centered around, especially right now, centered around UFC and Mr. Arkansas's Mecca. But in between that and fights, I definitely want it to be a variety show. I can bullshit about a variety of topics, so I'd definitely like to shoot the shit with you guys on that. And so yeah, let me know, Jack. Anything else on your mind at that point, we can get to it. Hot like fire, but I don't burn. So you can call me the skillet. Yay, yay. Union Jack. Jackie boy. Yeah, man. So who is while Jack is rolling up one, who is y'all's most confident? Who is your cannot lose, as the Rogue Strummer would say? Who's y'all's banker bet? Shout out to Rogue Strummer. Who is y'all's cannot lose? This guy is not going to fucking lose, or girl. Which male or female fighter will not fucking lose at UFC 258? Who is just, there's no way this motherfucker or motherfuckette is losing? It's called fakir. Consists mostly of headbutting and kicking people while they're on the ground. Which y'all know about that sub, Married an Axe Murderer, man. The Pentaveret. Would you look at the size of that boy's head? It's like an orange on a toothpick. He'll be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
Dude, I fucking love that movie, man. I don't care what anybody says. I like Mike Myers. Dude, someone was asking me about Wayne's World the other day. Wayne's World and fucking yeah, so I married an axe murderer. Like the first Austin Powers. I love the first Austin Powers, dude. Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. I fucking love that movie, man. But yeah, Mike Myers is a funny barrage to me. I know he's done some really bad stuff, and some of his shit is like horribly corny, but he's got some fucking gems in there, man. Jack says Bilal Muhammad will not lose. That is his most confident pick, says Jack Attack MMA on all social media platforms. Check him out. Noah says Usman, Vieira, Bilal are the obvious ones. I like Marquez against Coconut Bomb. Coconut Sack. He says Coconut Sack bombs. Fucking Maki Patolo, fucking Maki Paboner. Fucking, I can't come up with a good one, man. It's not working. I'm trying too hard. Being a fucking try hard. But nah, man, yeah. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. Shout out to the general. Alex want to talk about Patola Marquez, so we can talk about that too. Yeah. Shout out to the 10 people in the building, though, man. That's what's up. I love seeing them double digits, dude. Love seeing them double digits. That's tight. That's super tight. It's tight for the algorithm. Y'all the shit. So please, if you guys wouldn't mind, I would super duper fucking appreciate it. Smashing the like button. Or if you're one of the trolls in here, smash the dislike button. Just smash away. Smash one of the buttons. Like, dislike. And if you like what you heard, leave a comment. Leave a little comment for your old bud 2 cents. It helps this channel grow. It helps you guys get more consistent notifications. YouTube will be more inclined to let people get their notifications. So yeah, man, I'd appreciate it. Smash one of them buttons. And yeah, if you're smoking something with your boy right now, smash the gas on that motherfucker. I'm gonna stroke this fucking binger one time. Yeah, man, we talked a little bit about Kelvin Gastelum and Ian Heinisch, but we can talk about that shit too. I made no bones about it, man. I'm gonna go with Kelvin Gastelum. I just think, oh yeah, we can do that because I know. Yeah, let's talk. Yeah, Jack, let's talk about that. Jack, if you're listening right now, I know you're getting ready to come aboard the ship. At least I hope so. We can talk about, because I know Jack is on Ian Heinisch. So we can talk about, yeah, dude, let's talk about that shit. Let's talk about, Jack and I are going to have a Ian Heinisch, Kelvin Gastelum debate, dude. Fuck yeah. We can talk about the other shit. We talk about the 135 title picture before we open it up to the chat and then whatever. But man, like, we should talk about that. We should talk about a couple fights on the card, have our Ian Heinisch, Kelvin Gastelum debate, and then talk about the 135 title picture. Wonder what the odds are for that parlay. I have no idea, dude. I'm a parlay I'm a gambling retard. As far as like, I just don't know anything much about it. I just, some of my online buddies are gamblers and handicappers, and that's all I know. But yeah, dude, as far as the MMA gambling goes. But yeah, so who what's up, bro Pigs? What's up, Keep? What's going on, man? Hey, dude, if you want to jump in, I'm gonna set the ship down. I'm gonna set Slave 1 down a second. I think Jack's gonna come aboard. If you'd like to join us, if you'd like to give, we're gonna have a Ian Heinisch debate, or you can give your takes from the chat. Whatever's clever, my dude. But The ship is always open. If you like to talk about some motherfucking some Ian Heinisch, if you like to give your take on Ian Heinisch, I know. Hey, so yeah, check out my dude UFC Bro Picks, UFC Bro Picks on Twitter, UFC Bro Picks on YouTube. Did you put out did you do your video already? Did I just completely forget about that? Did I watch it and forget about it? I can't remember. But anyways, check out Bro Picks, man. I know you put out your tweet that you were on Heinisch. So if you want to drop that, if you want to plug anything in the chat, promote away, my friend. But yeah, if you wanna come aboard the ship, I'm gonna drop that beacon here in a second. Jack is gonna join me, and we will throw this bitch into hyperspace and talk about some fucking 258. We'll talk about some. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it now. We're definitely gonna talk about it now. We're having a little Kelvin Gastelum Ian Heinisch debate. We will talk about Maki Pitolo and Julian Marquez per the general's request. Shout out to the general Alex Ramirez. Shout out to Bro Picks, my dude, the motherfucking keeper, the best keeper in Nevada. Definitely the best keeper in Las Vegas. Huh? But yeah, man. Fucking Bro Picks is still in the Mecca too, man. One of the sensational seven. Bro Picks. Shout out to MMA Locker Room. Shout out to the General Alex Ramirez. Shout out to who else we got in that motherfucker? Shout out to KCOH. Shout out to Zabeast. Shout out to my dude DFS by the numbers Brady. Brady still in that motherfucker. Shout out to Zoe. Jacksonville Zoe. Who am I forgetting? Who am I forgetting? Did I say everyone? I can't remember. But yeah, there's somebody. Maybe I missed somebody. But yeah, man, shout out to the Sensational Seven. Nick says on the Kelvinator. What's up, Bo? I see, man. Discuss Gabe Green. Yes, we can discuss that. I have not looked into that. I need to tape that one. Dude. But yeah, we can talk about that. Jack might be able to speak a little bit more intelligently on that fight at this point. Pre-tape, I'm leaning Gabe Green, just looking at their records and stuff, but I need to start actually looking at their fights. Alex would like to know about Marquez Pitolo and Miranda Maverick and Jillian Robertson. We can definitely talk about that one too, man. We can definitely talk about that too. Ropik says he hasn't put it up yet, either later today or tonight. I'm just going to be in the chat. Got to clean my dirty apartment. Well, that's chill too, man. You can give your Ian Heinisch takes in the chat. I know BroPix has a play on Ian Heinisch, so you can check my man BroPix out on YouTube, on Twitter. I don't know if he's on Instagram or not. I wouldn't know anything about that Instagram life. That is a previous life for me. But yeah, man, check him out. Check out BroPix. But yeah, we'll talk about when Jack gets in here. We'll have a nice little healthy, spirited Kelvin Gastelum Ian Heinisch debate. And then we will talk about Pitolo, Marquez. We'll talk about Jillian Robertson, Miranda Maverick. We will talk about. I want to talk about Alexa Grasso and Macy Barber, because I haven't completely made up my mind on that one either. I kind of sort of have, but I like to know what Jack thinks about that one, and I would like to know what he thinks about Simone and Kelleher as well. I was talking about that earlier, but BroPix, who do you like in BroPix, if you're still there, who do you like in Simone and Kelleher? Who do you like in that one, Keith? Shout out to the 10 people in the building, man. Oh, I sure appreciate that, boys. All right, let me see. So we got here. See the fucking guy right here. All right. Sending the beacon now. There's the beacon. let me get prepared here. Yo, Boba, you know what time it is, dog. Hit that fucking Yui. Get in position here. Clean this out. Grogu, getting your little fucking egg casing. These fucking headphones on, boys. Get ready for the dead man. Shout out to my dude Jack Attack. I think Jack Attack will be joining me shortly. I hope so. Situated here. Let's see. Check my audio levels. Just get right on top of that. Excuse me. How does that sound? About to sound all right. Hey, dudes, that shit sound all right. Bro Picks is on Simone. Bro Picks, do you see Ricky Simone getting a finish, or do you think it's going to be a decision? Do you have a play? Just curious. Just my thoughts. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, boys. $12 people in the building holding strong. Man, I appreciate that, boys. 11 people in the building, double digits holding strong. I appreciate that, boys. I sure do. Nah, Jack, no rush, man. As long as I know you're coming in, man, I'll be all right. As long as I know that you're coming aboard the ship, I'll make it somehow. I'll carry on somehow. I can definitely stall. I can definitely fucking run my mouth for a little bit. It ain't no rush, Bubba. You just take your time. Take your time. You get to that hilltop. You send that damn beacon. I'll tell this old grizzled bastard next to me. I need to get one of them fucking Boba. I need to get one of them fucking little radar antenna things. Little radar antenna, radar locked shits. I need to get one of them shits, dude. Yeah, no rush, Jack, man. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna be doing this for a couple hours today, man. So yeah, you're welcome for as long as you'd like to stay on the ship. We'll put this motherfucker in hyperdrive. Yeah, man. We about to take off, boys. We about to get right up off of this fucking planet. Sent the beacon. Jack will get to the hilltop. That is the extraction point. That's where I like to pick people up and bring them aboard the ship. Is this hilltop on this fucking moon, this forest moon. We on Endor. It's where I like to. That's where I like to patrol. Is indoor. Don't ask me why. A little nostalgic, you know. So sitting here patrolling on indoor, and when people want to come aboard the ship and talk some shit, that's where I like to pick people up. There's a nice hilltop. It's an extraction point. I pick them up. We take it up. We go up into space, and then I throw it into hyperdrive. And yes, I know I'm just bullshitting. I'm just bullshitting. I'm just trying to have a little fun with it, like I said, boys. Just joshing about. Just joshing about, boys. Bro Pick says it's a close decision. Bro Pick says it's a close decision. Yeah, I want to know Jack's thoughts on this, but was said earlier, a little earlier on the stream, that I think it's either one of two things. All right, hold on. All right, about to set this shit down. The man coming aboard this ship is my dude. This is the UK Connect. This is the UK homie. This man needs no introduction, but he will get one anyway. Much respect. Big up to the man coming aboard this ship. The one, the only, Jack Attack MMA. What's going on, Jack? Oh, up. Holy shit. There we go. What's up, man?
Yo, man, what's good? I appreciate the intro as always.
No sweat, dude. What's going on, man?
Nothing much. Yeah, just got that after match done with Guru earlier. We've been trying to find a good time for both of us, but I think moving forward we're going to be looking to do them on Sundays because it's definitely better to get them done as soon as possible. You know what I mean?
Right on. Yeah, that's tight, man. Well, yeah, y'all check that out on it's on MMA Prediction Guru's channel. Jack Attack doing the show, the aftermatch.
Yeah. I'm actually I'm gonna premiere it on mine later as well, but I've got it scheduled for like 2 a.m. my time, but if you end up going longer than that, I'll just push it back until you're finished.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah, that's not a problem, man. I was figured like I would go at least 2 hours, probably like closer to 3, but I'm not gonna go, like I said, I can't. I went like 6 hours yesterday. I'm not doing that shit again today.
Yeah, no worries. I just thought I'd ask in case you end up going longer, and then I don't want to overlap with you too much if I can avoid it.
Oh yeah. Just let me know, because I definitely like for there to be time for you to premiere that if you want to do that on your channel. So just let me know, man, whenever you're thinking about doing that, and because I know the sooner I like to stream like as much as I possibly can, but sometimes when I cut it off a little bit sooner, it makes my life a little easier with the better half. So
yeah,
we can work it out, bro. We can definitely find a little sweet spot in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cool beans. Yeah. So what do you want to do? You want to talk about the last week's bouts, or you want to talk about these upcoming bouts, or what?
Hey man, you tell me, man. I had a few things I wanted to get your okay. Well, since I was just talking about that, what are your thoughts on this this Ricky Simone and Brian Kelleher fight?
Man, I think it's such a tough fight because, like, I don't know, man. It's just I really like Brian Kelleher, and I'm really tempted to pick him as a dog, but it's just, what if Ricky's chin holds up, or he's like very wrestling heavy orientated? I know that Kelleher's like a really good like defensive grappler, but like Simone puts it on a lot of people, even managed to like out hustle Marab down the stretch. He's not a guy like Hunter Azure who's gonna come out guns blazing and slow down. He's gonna like keep a consistent pace. So I'm definitely having trouble with it, but I'm leaning Kelleher as the dog.
For Kelleher, now I'm kind of I'm kind of guilty of this sometimes, like thinking like the guy that's heavy-handed and a
Yeah.
striker will always win by knockout. But I really do think that if he does win, it will be by knockout. But do you think there's a chance that Kelleher could win a decision if he does take this one?
Um, I think his best chances of winning are definitely the knockout. I think that if it goes to the distance, it definitely favors Simone. But I mean, I don't think it's out of the question. Definitely don't think it's out of the question. But I don't know. Actually, I'm thinking about it, and I might even just take Ricky Simone, honestly, just because I don't know, man. He fought through adversity and beat Marab. Granted, he got clipped by Faber and pretty much like pieced up by Rob Font for 3 rounds, but Rob Font just went out there and finished Maurice, like, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah, it is a tough one, dude.
it's
Like,
real tough. Yeah,
dude, especially when you start playing the MMA math with both of these
I
guys, it's
know.
like,
Yeah, like looking at the
fuck.
guys that fought and stuff. It's a tough one. I don't know. Kelleher's solid. He's not one guy who has like a specific skill set where he thrives. He's just pretty good general all round fighter, in my opinion.
Dude, for sure, man. Like he's tough. Like he is a pretty decent wrestler. He has power in his hands.
Yeah,
Like he's a dog. It's like fuck, man. But it's like Ricky is such a good wrestler, dude. It's like
yeah,
I'm really sure. Like I'm like wanting. I'm like looking for any like little reason to pick Kelleher. But then I'm like,
yeah. Me
man,
too.
am I just gonna get burned? Like is Simone just gonna
Yeah,
dominate
like
him?
I'm
Like
thinking to myself, is this my like Jane's pick this week? You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking to myself.
dude, yeah. Oh shit, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck, man. Yeah, I don't know, man.
but yeah, Cody Sandhagen. Wow.
Oh, dude, Sandhagen. Holy shit for that.
Yeah, that shit was unbelievable, brilliant.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, y'all, for y'all, those of y'all listening, myself and Jackie Boy here, we're both on Corey Sandhagen to win
Yeah,
by knockout.
yeah, like, and we both expected it, but man, I did not expect it to come that
Oh,
quickly.
fuck no, dude.
He set it up
Hell
so
no.
well. It was definitely like my favorite fight in there because the Masvidal one, Ben Askren really, like, literally leaned into it for him. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't take like a master setup. Like Corey had to like time that shit perfectly, and he did. He nailed it. Yeah,
Right, dude. It's like I didn't know that it was gonna have the result that it did in the Masvidal fight, but I could see what was about to come. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna run forward and try something crazy like a flying knee or something." And I didn't think it would actually like land and knock him out cold in 5 seconds. But it was, yeah, you could kind of like see, like, okay, like he's got this wind up, like he's running towards this dude, like something about to happen. It was one of those
yeah,
things like, oh, something about to happen. Yeah, the Sandhagen one was like, whoa, where did that come from? Oh, he's out. Holy shit, boys. I was like, whoa, god
yeah,
damn.
yeah. Fucking wow, really good, really good. And I think he deserves the title shot because yeah, the one bump in the road against Aljo, but he's fighting for the title next. And since then, he's like that. Oh, that was Aljo's last fight, and Corey's managed to like pick up another two like highlight reel finishes since then. So I think he definitely deserves like a either a rematch or a crack at Yan if he wins.
Dude, and that's I'm glad that we're talking about this because this is for the 9 people listening. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, thanks,
The
guys.
Yeah, for sure, dude, for sure, man. Fucking this is one situation where it's like a perfect example of a triangle theory where MMA math doesn't work with like Marlon Moraes, Aljamain Sterling, and Corey Sandhagen. It's just a little round robin between the three of them, and that it makes 135. That's like it makes it interesting because it's like okay, it's a styles make fights thing, and which one of these guys is going to get the edge? Who's going to make the mistake? Who's going to like capitalize on this like small windows?
Yeah, yeah, and then there's so many other factors to bring into it as well. Like Aljo got caught by Marlon so quick and so clean. It's like, what are the odds? Like, what are the odds of that happening that many times if they fought that many times? And then Marlon going out there and fighting Corey Sandhagen after he just got knocked out like 2 months prior, which everybody but him apparently like seen as like a really bad like sign leading into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? He's like, no, this is a good idea. Yeah, I think I should fight like 2 weeks
Yeah,
after.
like it got it got rebooked so quick, and everybody was just like, "Why would you do that? Like that's the terrible, like the worst play you could do, really." Yeah. Yeah.
What wait, you smoking on anything tonight, Jack?
Yeah, yeah. I got some
Got a
amnesia.
nice dude. Fuck yeah. You a Duber?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, when you say binger, is that like a bong?
Yeah, that's what I was called bong. That's my stupid little
Yeah,
fucking name for a bong. My
yeah,
a buddy of mine started calling it that this one time. He was just like, he's one of these like super like stoner festy kids. Like all he does is go to festivals and like smoke weed and like play music and shit. But yeah, he called it a binger all the time. And I was like, what the fuck is that, dude? What is a binger? And he's like, oh, dude, it's just the bong. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was always just started calling it that since then. But yeah, people have the same reaction. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is a binger? Yeah.
funny. Yeah, like I've got one, so I think I'm probably gonna crack into that a little bit later. Just the doobies for the time being.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, I like the different methods of smoking, but the bong is the one I like the most. It's like I like smoking joints. I like the process of smoking the joint, like holding it in your hand and like dragging it and like I don't know, I like that, but like dude, sometimes it's like I can't do it like that. It's like a little too harsh in my throat.
Yeah,
Can't do it
yeah.
on a consistent basis.
Yeah, I feel the same way about bongs though, honestly. Like they're a little too harsh for me to have or like often. So I usually just have them on occasion and then smoke doobies. But you guys have the pures, don't you? Like for the most part over there. But we smoke it with tobacco, so that maybe like smoothens it a bit.
It does. The tobacco really does. Like, and yeah, but no, I know what you mean. Some people like I have some friends of mine. They're like, dude, I can't really hit the bong like that like all the time. And it's like, but it is what I do mostly. So I'm more like my tolerance is definitely up for that. Like I can't like joints. If I smoke like a few joints, I'll just be like crushed. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
man, like.
yeah. I like Nick's comment in the chat. Have you seen that?
No, let's see. A Billy.
Because of
Nice.
Billabong.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's really
That
cool.
is fucking awesome. Oh man, I'm smoking one for that. I'm smoking one for you, Nick. Have a few Billies. Right. All right. Yeah, my fucking stupid ass didn't catch up on that, but yeah, that's funny, man. Jack was on the uptake on that pretty quick. Grew up taking snappers from the beer, bro. Oh, all right.
Nice. Gilbert Burns just uploaded a video 5 minutes ago called 5 Rounds to Make Life Fair.
Ooh.
You know what I like about Gilbert? He's definitely optimized his social media throughout this coronavirus stuff. Like, just over the last couple of months, he's cultivated like a pretty number of subscribers on his YouTube channel and took advantage of like the position that he's in pretty much. So, smart move.
Nice, man. That's tight. Yeah, I remember seeing a video he did like a few months back, the one where he has that like neck machine. He's doing those neck exercises, and he's like,
Yeah,
good
yeah.
for your neck. And I was like, nice, dude. That's tight.
Yeah, so I think Wonder Boy is like kind of like put people onto that a bit. Like Wonder Boy was the first one that I can think of that had like a really big channel. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. No, I love some Wonder Boy, man. I'm a sucker for all the
It's hard
karate
not
guys.
to love Wonder Boy, you know what I mean? Yeah.
He's so chill, man. Like he works with kids and stuff. He teaches kids karate, and he's definitely like he's like Christian and like kind of dorky, but he's kind of funny too, man. Like he's got a good sense of humor.
Yeah, and just in terms of like the way he fights, like if you're a guy that just likes all out, balls to the wall brawling, he's probably not going to be a bag. But if you just like seeing like a master at his craft, like Wonder Boy is the one for sure. Like, yeah,
Yeah, man. Dude, I will tell you this. I'm glad you brought up Wonder Boy. Because this is the one like karate is the one facet of UFC or MMA that I can talk somewhat intelligently on. I like to take that
yeah,
opportunity. So the thing with Wonder Boy that I find so impressive is that dude's fucking front leg side kick. It's like almost like a side kick roundhouse. He's like a side roundhouse kick. That is so you have to have so much dexterity in your hips to be able to like bring it around like that. Like a front leg side kick is not that hard to pull off. That's one of the easier like front leg kicks to do. A front leg roundhouse, like yeah, but like he brings it up like it's like a side kick and a roundhouse kick at the same time. And the way he just comes right up over like people's shoulders with it is so fucking crazy, man. Like Wonder Boy is really, really fucking good at karate. Like he's kind of like Machida. Like he's just been doing it for so long. It's just like comes naturally to him.
he's in one of those places where it's like if he picks up one or two more, it's kind of undeniable for a title shot. But man, is starting to run up the years and the mileage. But I definitely hope he gets another crack at it before he retires because he's a fan favorite.
Fuck yeah, man. Like, yeah, he is getting up there. It's like, and that with that style, dude, that is like scary because with the hands down fighting style,
It's
you're it's
the whole game plan is reflexes orientated, and we've seen it with Machida. You know what I mean? Yeah,
you said it.
yeah.
You said it, my dude.
Like power never goes away, or it's the last thing to go, as they say. But it's the reflexes are usually the first. Yeah.
Wonder Boy, to his credit, um, except for the Pettis fight, he's been pretty durable.
He looked so fucking good against Luke. Yeah, looked so good.
Oh yeah,
Like
man.
he like beat him up so bad he like broke both his own fists, like trying to knock the dude out. But like Luke is just fucking a crazy dude. Did you
Oh
hear
yeah.
about the Korean zombie?
No, I didn't.
Supposedly after the loss to Ortega, he couldn't remember like any of the later rounds, and he gained like 40 pounds after the fight or something like that.
Oh my god. Damn
Yeah,
it, dude.
yeah. So that's definitely not a good sign. All the best to him.
Fuck yeah. Well, thank you for bringing that to my attention, dude. Fuck, man. Yeah, I made a list of like my 15 favorite current UFC fighters, and he was on the list, man. He's number 15. So, man, yeah, I hope Chan
Yeah.
can come back from fuck, man.
Nothing but the best from him.
Yeah.
It's the worrying thing is like knowing what we do these days about CT and the fact that he's been around on the scene for so damn long and his name it's literally in the name the Korean zombie, like each shots and come forward. So
Oh, no,
it's fucking it's concerning. Like you think I hope he like gets back to health and fights again, but at the same time you think is that really what's best for him to do? And I don't know. It's scary.
oh, dude, it is, man. Fuck. Because, yeah, I mean, you said it, dude. That's what he's known for is like coming forward and taking those shots. But it's like, dude, you could, at some point, you're going to just be like Chuck. You know, it's just like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like, and it's getting to that point now where it's like, if you go back even to his return when he came back against Dennis Bermudez, like he got hurt real fucking bad at the start of that fight before he finished Bermudez.
it's so weird like that, man. Like, I've always found that to be a fascinating aspect of martial arts, like people's durability and their chins and their ability to like take a punch and like it's just so it's different for every fighter, but there's some kind of patterns that you can like pick up on and things that are like things that like, you know what I'm talking about, like the things you see, there's undeniably like, yeah, that dude can't take a shot anymore. Like you see his head like just crack in a certain like snap back in a certain way, and their eyes like start to roll back from like certain things. It's just like, oh, dude.
Yeah,
Man, yeah, I hope he fucking he's better, man.
yeah. It's a yeah, it's not a fuck around sport, that's for sure. It's the real fucking. It probably takes more than it gives to these fighters in most instances. Because like, what is money really worth at the end of the day? That much money, you know what I mean?
Right. That's the thing about it. That's the thing that separates what they're doing from just being
The
like a
average
martial
sport.
artist in
Yeah.
general. Like
Mm.
you like the skills are one thing, the ability to perform, dude, I can do some of the kicks that Stephen Thompson, Lyoto Machida can do, and some of the other fighters. Like I can do some of those kicks. Like, and sometimes I'm like, I think my fucking side kick is a little nicer. But the thing that's different is they're tough as fucking nails. They're
Yeah.
tough and they're durable. Like even the ones that are kind of like chinny, they're so durable as a human, and that's you have to just be able to take punishment if you're going to be a
Yeah.
professional fighter.
And a lot of guys, uh, we've seen it with Vic and with Frankie and we kind of with TKZ, um, all kinds of guys, fucking Chuck. You can name like a million going back years. It's like once they get cracked that first time, they're so much more susceptible to it. And
Mhm.
so yeah, it happens way too frequently for them. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. And it's like sometimes it's like it just seems like they can just go and go and go, and then all of a sudden just, see ya.
And then you get a guy like Clay Guida coming out there last week and just, still going balls to the wall. It's like, what? Out of nowhere, like Clay Guida's a monster again. Like, what's going on?
I know, man. Well, yeah, he was on that shit. Clay was on that shit. Because he looked, I was like, damn, man, Clay is looking fit as a fiddle. He's like chiseled, like has striations. I was like, okay, Clay, what fucking like cocktail did you suck down? Like, well, that's this is fun. Let's fucking what where were we? Okay. Talked a little bit about the 135 title picture. Um we responded to some things in the chat. Is there anything you want to touch on before we have a little a spirited Kelvin Gastelum and Heinisch discussion? Is there any other fights that were just jumped out to you? Oh, let me now that I see one, let me get your quick thoughts on this.
Cool.
What are you thinking about the Alexa Grasso and Macy Barber fight?
I think that's a really tough one. Honestly, I really do. I think I'm going to take Grasso. I think, I don't know, man. She's just fought and beat better quality opponents, and it's concerning that it's at 125, but Barber fought 115 too, so like they're not that big apart size wise. And yeah, I think that if she can get out the first round, she can win this fight pretty decisively.
What's going on, Jay Shuggy? Shout out to the rearnakedmma.com coming soon. What's going on, man? Yeah, goddamn, I don't even know. I've got to tape this one too. I go back and forth because it's like I can absolutely be like, yep, Alexa Grasso, like she's gonna win this fucking fight. Like because dude, Barber is a little bit of a hype job. And it's because she's like cute and she's feisty and she's like, she's saucy, and I don't know, man. Like she's good. She's definitely good. She has some power. I think Grasso is the better striker, but I think Macy has some pop, and she's a good grappler. I don't like I'm not going to pretend to be Mr. Know It All this one, man. How is Alexa's takedown defense? I can't remember right off the top of my head.
I think she's only been finished one time by Tatiana Suarez, who's a pretty solid grappler. So that's the grappling's what concerns me for sure. But I don't know. I just trust Alexa more down the stretch, and I think we haven't really seen that much out of Macy. And I know a lot of people, like I think Alex Alberto G said it yesterday, that if Macy hadn't like hurt her knee, then she would have won that fight. But wasn't Roxanne like getting the better of her like for that entire round before that happened? I'm pretty sure she
Yep.
was. So,
Yep.
like,
Oh yes,
and
I'm glad you brought that up.
Roxanne Modafferi is like a perennial like type of gatekeeper situation. So I think Alexa Grasso is like a step above that. I think Grasso should win realistically.
Yeah, dude, this is one of those where it just seems like a trap. It's like a
And
fucking
Macy's
poop
so
dollar waiting to be picked up, dude.
Macy's so young too, isn't she? Like 22 years old. Like I don't know, man. Like I definitely think she can be like a big
Good God, she
specialist.
is. She's
Yeah, like
22.
Alexa Grasso is like a really tough test for her. I think honestly, yeah,
Holy shit for that, baby. That's a fucking goddamn. Yeah, I
yeah,
gotta tape
really.
this one, dude. I gotta straight fuck, because yeah, my initial like knee jerk is like, oh, Barber, yeah, Macy Barber, yeah, I know her, like Macy, she's tough and da, 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 or whatever. But it's like, yeah, like she was, dude, she was getting fucking tuned up by Roxy, and I know Roxanne is pretty like big. She's a big girl. Alexa has a 1 inch reach advantage, but they're pretty much the same size. Like they're both 5'4", it says, and 1 inch. Like I mean, 1 inch really isn't shit. Like it just people's stances and stuff can make up for that. And like I don't know, like Macy. Let me see. Let me look at Alexa Grasso real quick. Let me peep her a little. Let me look at her record and her statistics. Yeah. So real quick, undefeated in Invicta. 4 wins in Invicta. Beat Jodie Escabel, beat Inoue, Alita Gray, and Ashley Cummins. Then it's win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So she should lose one according to that, but I don't look too
Yeah,
much into that. But yeah,
Occasionally I
uh,
do, but I definitely see the value in her. It's very close on the line, but I don't. I think it's the vet spot. I think she can break the 1-on-1 thing finally.
yeah, she definitely could against a greenhorn like Macy for sure, dude. Because yeah,
Yeah,
like it is like look at the people like okay, what Felice is like the worst person she's fought. You know what I'm saying? Like or Randa Marcos, but like Tatiana, Carolina. I don't care what anybody says. Carolina was a good fighter at one point. And she beat her. You know, I mean Carolina in 2019. I know that's not like Carolina in 2016, but like but then she lost a decision to the Cookie Monster. That happens. Like Carla wins decisions, and then she beat
yeah,
Jiyeon Kim. So I mean that's better than Macy's record for sure.
yeah, absolutely. In my opinion, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
totally, man. It's tough. It's fucking tough, man. A lot of
it
strands. A
like
lot of
honestly,
influences.
I'm not a very superstitious guy, but like the win loss thing is somewhat concerning. But as they say, like all streaks are meant to be broken. So
Oh yeah, of course, man. This is the first dude. I cannot tell you how many times I have been burned by that. I think I just got burned by that recently. I think I did that shit with fucking Maluko Perez. I was just like, I want to die. He's gonna do this because this the record, and it says the record gotta do it. I'm a retard. Like,
I didn't even. I don't think. I don't think anybody pointed that out to me, and I'm glad they never, because I might have took it into consideration.
because I will do dumb shit like that. I'll be like, well, I'm not bro, because it does say because you win one, to lose one.
Yeah,
Like,
I am susceptible. I'm kind of susceptible to that dumb shit. I think the last time that burned me was Random Marcos.
God damn it, I don't know, Jack. I just don't fucking know, man. I don't know. What do you think, boys? What are you guys thinking about this one? Alexa Grasso or the ugly cute, depending on the light, Macy Barber, the Two Face, like the Batman villain. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Looks cute in sunlight, looks ugly in others. The same one. Is that? Oh
Yeah,
no, Jerry, it's me. Are you sure?
yeah, it's a tough one, definitely. I'm just gonna side with the vet. Kind of like with Cape last week with Pantoja. I'm just like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick with what I know, what I'm used to. Like she's coming off of an injury and a layoff. She got wrecked by Roxy, who, like, we've just seen Roxy go out there against like a real physical girl in Arrojo and get like pretty much dominated the whole fight. And
Dude.
Macy was getting turned up from the get. You know what I mean? It's a weird one. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with Grasso. I think the boxing and hopefully the takedown defense. That's the biggest concern. Yeah.
Was Grasso, is she how is she with a fucking jiu-jitsu? So she have a purple belt in the jiu-jitsu? Because that's the thing. I don't know if she's like is she someone that's super aggressive off her back? Like if Macy because dude, that's the thing that I've noticed. Like if girls are super aggressive, and I did notice this. I can't remember if it was Macy on the bottom or on top, but it was one of them where she just did look like a fish out of water. It might have been Macy on the bottom. It might have been Macy on the
Yeah, it
bottom.
was when I think it was probably because I think in the latter rounds Roxy was like getting on top of her and like ground
Yes.
and pounding the shit out of her while she was bloody and stuff.
Yes, that's correct. You're correct. That's right. But if she's super aggressive on top, she does have real Macy does have really good ground and pound, but if she's aggressive on top, like is Alexa going to be the kind of chick to either throw up a submission or look for some kind of sweep and look to explode back to her feet, or is she someone that kind of like accepts being on bottom and that's a
Here's
little
another thing, right? I don't know how physical of a girl Barber is. I know that Carla Esparza is like one of the smaller girls at 115, but she's like a really solid like wrestle boxer, and she was taking down Alexa. Like you mentioned the fight earlier, and it didn't jump to mind, but it's just came to my mind now. That was on that night in Mexico. There was like it was a string of three really strange events. Like a lot of people thought Alexa should have beat Carla. I was one of those people, and she lost the majority decision. And then
that wasn't
Moreno,
close.
yeah, Moreno probably should have beat Askarov. They called it a draw, and then there was the eye poke, which just sent the whole crowd like over the edge type of thing. And
Yeah, dude, I remember. Oh yeah, with the Steven shit.
like performing like that in a loss against like a former champion who like Carla Esparza is still doing well at this stage in her career. Yeah, I'm gonna take Grasso.
Yeah,
Of
it's one of
course.
those where it's like a quick like the wiki capper in me is like, oh well, she's struggling against grapplers like or wrestlers like Tatiana and Carla, both very good wrestlers. But they're not like Tatiana and Carla Esparza are not fucking Macy Barber. Not by a damn. They're both a damn sight better than Macy Barber. So yeah, that's just because she's losing to them doesn't mean she's going to lose to Macy. So I don't know, man. It's still like, Macy is so aggressive. Like, is Alexa? Does she fight well on the back foot?
Um, well, Tatiana Suarez, I think she finished it like in 2 or 3 minutes, but I don't know, man. I don't know if she's tenacious enough. And like that's the thing as well, with her being 22 years old, it's she can't be like a jiu-jitsu black belt, so I don't expect her to get a sub when Grasso's a purple belt and has the experience edge and has been in there with girls like Carla Esparza. I think that she'll be able to hold her own in the grappling enough to piece her up on the feet, and I don't know, she might even get the finish.
Right, because Macy is like one of those like press forward, kind of like chin up in the air, like just rock 'em sock 'em like brawlers, and then she kind of like grapples like she's kind of like a sprawler and a brawler a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Grasso win. I think by decision is probably the play. But man, it's a tough one. It's one of the closer ones on the card for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm what was the other one? Oh yeah, Alex the general wanted to know about what are your thoughts on Julian Marquez and Maki Pitolo?
Before I get into that, bro picks, how early in the first round did Messi Barbatora and Nick Alexander's saying it's going to be a draw too. Patolo and Marquez. It's definitely scary because the layoff is like a real extensive one. I think that Marquez has potentially been going through some personal issues like throughout that time. Supposedly, I think he's doing better nowadays, but I don't know, man. It's always a huge risk taking these guys coming off of layoffs, no matter how much of a mismatch you think it is. But I kind of do think it's a mismatch and that he should win. Yeah.
Man, yeah, that's a really interesting point, man, because I know about the layoff, but you saying the stuff about the personal problems, damn it. Like, okay, well, I'll give two examples of it being kind of like Pandora's box or like a roll of the dice with the long layoff. One, look at Abdul Razak Al Hassan.
Yeah.
He had a long layoff. He was dealing with some shit. He just never looked the same, man. Got beat by Lizez and then smoked by what's the fuck? Not Commodore,
Chaos.
Chaos Williams.
Yeah.
So look at that, but then look at Devontae Smith. Now I know Justin James, you can say what you want about Justin James, but like Devontae Smith just beat the shit out of him. And so yeah, just like you don't really know, man. Sometimes it's just fuck. And with what you said about the personal problems, like, do you know what the nature of that was? Like,
of the alcoholic variety, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think that's the scenario now, but I think it might have been earlier on. I think it's been injuries and maybe a little of that thrown in there, but I mean, who really knows at this point? I don't know the guy personally, and this is it could just be hearsay for as far as I know.
Right.
But the dude, like, this is a fight between Coconut Bombs and the Cuban Missile Crisis, right? And Coconut Bombs fought the majority of his career, I think, at like 170, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like, you know what else I find interesting? Again, this is like more MMA math type of shit, and I don't really take it into account, but I just find it really funny and weird that Darren Stewart submitted Patolo and Marquez submitted Darren Stewart with a guillotine as well. Like they're both, you know what I mean? It's like a triangle of guillotines almost.
Shit, man. Good look, man. Holy shit.
Yeah. Like, I think that with the names, they'll like this fight will live up to the hype, and they're both just gonna come out guns blazing. One of them's gonna drop, and yeah, I think it'll be bombs, honestly.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Like those things, man, those X factors are so tough to compute for me sometimes because I just feel like I just can't get a good read on them, and I don't want to like rely too heavily on that. I just want to kind of like just go with just look at it in a vacuum, but you can't do that sometimes. Sometimes like I don't know, like, but I do think that Julian Marquez overall is a better fighter. With the personal issues aside, I think he's a better fighter. I don't let me pull that up actually. I apologize. I fucking started talking about this and I wasn't even prepared for it. But yeah, I just think like I'm gonna fade Maki in this fight. I'm going with Julian Marquez. That's gonna be my pick. But yeah, that stuff about the outside of the cage issues, it is concerning. He hasn't even had 10 fights. Like he's only 7-2.
Mm-hmm. It's just looked so. It's not like a guy that's gonna come out and dominate. It's like a balls to the wall, slang and bang, fucking heavy hitting, just wild man. But he's a huge fucking. If memory serves, he's a pretty damn big middleweight, like in terms of muscle mass and stuff. And I think that Mac is going to be kind of outsized and outgunned, basically.
Yeah, dude, and Marquez, like he's shown himself to be pretty durable. Like, and I know, like Al Hassan, I don't think had ever been sparked like that, but so
The way if there was a way that I could see Coconut Bombs win it, it might not even be the KO. It might just be like a weathering the storm and waiting for him to tire himself out type of thing and not getting KO'd and kind of edging him out in the later rounds. But yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's probably going to end in the first round.
Yeah, dude. So let me go through Marquez's record real quick, just for the fuck of it. I'm just chilling here, and yeah, I know it's a lot later over there than it is here. So whenever you need to go, just holler. I'll tell Boba to set the set the ship down.
Cool.
But okay, so yeah, Marquez had 3 amateur fights, all against guys with no wins. Well, the first dude he fought was fucking 0-5, and then he had like it was 2 0-0 fights. That was his amateur career. And then he's had 9 pro fights. First guy 0-0. Second fight I don't even know because there's no statistics on it. It just says win blank record for dude.
There's a few of those on Tapology. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so it's like, good God. But okay, then the next guy was a decision loss, Chris Harris, but the guy was undefeated, 4-0. Then he knocks out a guy that's 2-5, knocks out a guy that's 11-7, knocks out a guy that's 7-2. And these are all first rounds except the first one, which was a second round knockout. His first like win by knockout. I mean. That was a second rounder, but then there's like first round knockout, second round, or first round knockout, first round knockout, then second round knockout, head kick on Contender Series with against Phil Haas.
Amazing finish as well. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And Phil Haas, a guy who's kind of, I don't know. We still questions on whether or not he's like a legit contender, but I mean, he destroyed Malkoun.
Fuck yeah, dude. And he's not like a shitty fighter. Like, he's not like there's definitely some fighters
like I really liked. It's a shame that the fight got pulled him and Imavov at the time because he looked so physically good and like lean going into that. I thought that he was going to perform pretty well, but that's rescheduled soon, so we'll find out.
Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. But like, he knocks out Phil Haas and then he chokes out the dentist, man. He front chokes the dentist. So and yeah, I mean, even the split to Alessio, like Alessio is not a world beater, but he ain't no fucking scrub neither. Like Alessio is a solid fighter, never been knocked out, so that's not like the end of the world, and it shows that he can go 3 rounds with the UFC level fighter. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Marquez here. The layoff and the outside of the cage shit is very concerning, but yeah, I'm fading Maki. I think Maki is kind of chinny, and I don't think like you said, the size is going to be a factor, and I think Marquez might come back here in impressive fashion.
Yeah, all about it.
Okay, what did you say, Jack? Chinny ACL.
Yeah,
the dodgy ACL. That's hilarious.
Yeah, imagine if that shit happens again, and yeah. It probably chances of it happening again are probably quite slim, but I mean, I don't know. Knees probably don't get better with the more you tear them. Yeah.
Fuck yeah! Hey, dude, can you hold the chat down for like 2 seconds? I'm gonna grab some. I got the fucking munchies real bad. I'm gonna grab some more of these wings and whatever you want to talk about, or if you want to plug some shit of yours, just it's all yours, man. You have all the power right now.
Sweet, dude. No worries. Yeah. Yeah. So I'll hold it down. If you guys got any questions in the chat for me, drop them in there. Whether it's matchups from last weekend or thoughts on the upcoming pay-per-view. What do you guys think? You think this is the pay-per-view is worth the price? There's a question for you guys. Is this pay-per-view worth the price? UFC 258, Guzman Burns. Yeah. Alex Ramirez, the wrench master himself. Alex, you should jump in here, man. I want to hear your thoughts on some of these things. I think you should sit down the notepad sometime and hop aboard the mothership and spit some thoughts. Let us know how you feel about these fights. Shout out the 11 people in the building. Yeah, hit up those like buttons. Karate chop 'em. Sure to send some love. You know what I mean? Because, and even go off the live chat for a second, drop him a comment on his video, tell him what you thought of the stream and stuff. All the engagements help, comments, likes, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Everybody just taking notes. Come on, guys. I'm sure you can think about it. Ask me a question. Alex, roll call. Roll call. Alex Ramirez. Roll call. Nick Alexander giving his thoughts on the Mecca. He says that he thinks that Alex is going to make it into the final. Who do you think is going to be taken on? Alex or the other 6 competitors? Will it be 2-time higher power winner The Beast? Will it be 1-time high power winner Zoe? Will it be the former Predictor Wars champ KCOH? Will it be the big brain himself, DFS by the numbers Brady? Who else is left? There's a few more guys left. My memory doesn't serve me too well. I believe the MMA locker room's still in there, Millie Mills. Bet you lunch.
Yeah, Mills is still there.
Yeah.
Jack, you're the shit, man. Thank you so much for doing that.
No worries.
I appreciate it. Dude, this shit, these wings that I'm eating right now, these boneless wings, boneless chicken wings. I'm not gonna say the place it's from, but dude, it is crack cocaine. Cocaine in the can, baby. It was, I shit you not. I had some before I got on the stream and I was like, that was a nice meal. That hit the spot. And I'm not gonna lie, just like it was like have you ever seen New Jack City? With like Mario Van Peebles and Wesley Snipes is Nino Brown, and it's like a urban gangster movie from the 90s. Anyway, Chris Rock has his character in it. Chris Rock is like this crackhead character, and I think his name's Pookie or something. But there's a scene where he's like smoking. He's trying to recover from his crack addiction, but he has a thing like he says, "It be calling me, it be calling me." And dude, that's what I was feeling like the whole time I was sitting here streaming. Like all I could think about was those fucking like wings that they were fucking calling me, dude. I had to go. I had them. I was completely full and satiated and nourished. But then it just like my stomach started rumbling. It was like, dude, I'm telling you, there's crack in this shit. But yeah, sorry, go ahead. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I held down the fort as best as I could. Nobody gave me no questions. I asked for some questions. I didn't get none. But we got some comments from Alex. Oh well, Scooby just asked one as well. He asked if I've got any plans of coming out of retirement for the Mecca 3, and I kind of see it like a Marlon Moraes situation. Like in the first one, I was in the top 3, but the second one, I think I was 11th. I just shy of making it into the top 10 of 20 this time. So I feel like, I don't know, I kind of feel like I've been KO'd. And I don't know if I should come back so quickly. I think it might be doing myself a disservice. Maybe I should go away and, build up and then come back for the 4th one. We'll see. We'll see how it pans out. Yeah.
Now that is just ridiculous. No one is going to cut your dick off. Not if I have anything to say about it. No, man. I think you're a pretty good. I think you're a pretty good character in the Mecca, man. I would definitely if it comes to Mecca season 3, I would definitely lobby on behalf of the British Dead Man getting back into that thing.
Yeah. I didn't do too bad. I mean, there's definitely people that did worse, but I would like to have done better. The really annoying thing is that my picks weren't so bad. It was more a case of the social aspect got me. Even though, ironically, I chose to not play the social aspect this game and be like, I'm just gonna level with y'all I'm just gonna vote from the lowest up type of thing, like when I have to, because I didn't want to have to deal with like, feeling guilty and stuff. I just thought if I don't make no allegiances and I just vote the lowest scorer up, you know, don't do the social thing. But then I ended up talking shit just for the shits and gigs, and then that's what the social bit got me with.
Yeah, it was just like some like petty little shit talking between you and the beast, and
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
was like,
Jack, see ya, you fucking out of
It's kind of ironic and funny, but yeah, it is. It
Dude,
is what it
hilarious.
is. It kind of adds to how funny it is. Yeah.
Dude, it's great. Yeah, and like the same thing with like me and Bro Picks. Like Bro Picks just like skates right by me. He just like it's like we're both on like a cliff ledge, and he just like bloop, like he just like steps right over and just makes me, and it's one little thing that like pushes me right up. Like, so funny, dude.
Oh man. Yeah, it's a brutal game and it's a fun game. So yeah, that's another thing as well. Like, there's only so many spots, and like Ak said, you don't want to have the same guys in every single season. You want to bring in as many fresh people as possible. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, there's still 7 people left, and hype for how this one goes, because I feel like there's some close fights on this card where people are gonna get burned and some unexpected shit's gonna happen, and yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. And damn, what was the other thing I was gonna say? Yeah, I would, dude. I would love. I wanted to suggest this to Art, but it's whatever Art decides to do. I'm gonna be in full support of. But I would. I think it would be awesome if there was like a big one. If there was like one with like 30 fucking. And I know it's like that's a logistical like,
The
nightmare.
workload. Yeah,
30
yeah.
people, like 30 scores, and like calculate all that shit. But like, you could maybe do like a bunch of people gone in the first week, like 30 people in it, but like maybe half or almost half gone in like the first fucking week. You know what I'm saying? Like a big fucking like wipeout, like purge, but and then start narrowing it down. But that way you could bring back characters from the first 2 seasons and then have almost a whole like cast of new characters. But that was just one thing that I was thinking about.
Well, the idea that I liked, I can't remember who mentioned it initially, but if there was like a 32 man and it was like the first week was a qualifier, right? So he done the whole random, head to heads in the first week with the 32 people, 16 matchups, 16 losers. You know what I mean? So only the winners of the qualifying matchups go on to be in the next Mecca. Like, I think that would be dope.
Shit.
And
That's
it would like obviously the workload the first week would be doubled, but then it would be back to normal by week 2. So you wouldn't have to do that much extra fucking arithmetic and do that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it would it's basically like you can't even just get in, you gotta win to get in type of thing, you know what I mean? Which would be cool. Yeah.
That's fucking dope, man. I'm with it.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. Because there would be like no doubt like some of us who are like household names on the channel and stuff. Like some of us will be pit head to head, or like some of us will go against some newbies and we'll get skilled and we won't even make it in and stuff.
Right,
And
dude.
it'll be so funny.
Oh, look at this motherfucker man in Mecca 2 season get bounced by this fucking shit come out of nowhere.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, there'll be a lot of that. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Dude, I love it, man. That's one thing I've gotten a lot better at making fun of myself and like being like, ah, you fucking idiot. Like it just helped me take like some of the losses like a little bit better. Like some of the picks I'm making are just fucking terrible. Like it just, and so that's why it's like I have nobody to blame but myself. I went 6-6. Like, dude, you're just asking for it.
Yeah, like you know what I find funny about that? Like you said that you're not even like much of a gambling man, so like that's how much it annoys you just to be wrong on the picks, and I'm the same way. But I do like I gamble here and there, but not in like huge quantities. But yeah, like if when a pick goes wrong, it really stings. It really does. Yeah.
What's the worst is when it's a pick that you genuinely believe in
and it's a fighter that you like, where it's like, this is my dude, but I know that he's gonna win this fight. Like, dude, that Vulcan win, like that one hurt, dude. That Jiri knockout, I was like, nah, man, this dude ain't
Oh,
on
me
Wolf
too.
level. He's
Yeah, that shit hurt so bad. Yeah.
out.
That's such a
Oh,
good
feels good.
example as well, because like I rarely feel like that where I'm like really confident the guy's gonna win and I like really like them as a fighter. And like Vulcan that was the one. Like I was like, there's no way that, especially in the first round as well. I was like, oh man, this fucking idiot's like playing right into
He
Vulcan's
almost
game.
put him away, dude. He hurt him in the first
Yeah,
round.
I was thinking it's only a matter of time, and then oh my god, when he fucking put him out of there, I was like, no, where did that just happen? Yeah, oh man, yeah. Yeah, funny shit. So here, this topic's kind of off kilter, I guess. It's basically just next week's card. Eddie Wineland facing John Castaneda. How would you place the line on that fight?
Ooh, man. Those are so tough because Castaneda, like the amount of experience compared to Eddie Wineland is like nothing, but Ed Wineland is just so shop worn, man. That's a tough one, dude. I have no idea, man. Uh, maybe like Wineland, like a slight favorite. I don't know. I have no idea. How would you do it?
So before I even looked at it, my initial thought when I heard that matchup was being made was, I just think Castaneda's going to win because of, like you said, that how shop worn Eddie Wineland is at this point, and Castaneda came in and put on a pretty decent display in a short notice loss against Nathaniel Wood. And it's a difficult one because he's lost 3 out of his last 4, but he's 17-5. Like, he's got some experience and he has finishes too. Like, yeah, I think that Castaneda wins, and I expected that line to be like minus 250, minus 300 Castaneda. And he actually opened as like a plus 140 dog. And currently I think he's just a slight dog, I think, or a slight favorite.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at that based on the name value of Wineland, but man, like
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like Wineland is just Castaneda though. He did have a pretty good pre UFC career, if I'm not mistaken. Let me pull that up real quick.
Yeah, I
John,
think it was in Combate America, so I watched a bit of tape on
yeah.
him. Yeah. I'm gonna check it out, see if the line's changed at all. It's a pick 'em. It's a pick 'em. It was a slight dog yesterday. Now it's a pick 'em. Yeah, on my book anyway.
Yeah, I remember it, dude. Yep, I remember him because I picked Sexy Mexi against Wood, and Wood, yeah, he did the damn thing. But yeah, Wood's a good fighter. Nathaniel Wood's a good fighter.
Yeah,
Fuck. Man, it's tough, dude, because like it's a tough one to look at and try and predict on paper. But honestly, man, all right. So what is excuse me, what is Wineland's like best win? Like Popov, like Mitsugaki, Pickett. I guess Brad Pickett would probably be his best win. His split over Pickett. But I mean, he's has some good losses. Like he's lost to some great fighters, but who is dude? I don't know, man. I
yeah,
don't. It's. I would probably go with John Castaneda.
yeah. I think Castaneda's the player, and yeah, I'm probably gonna bet him too. Honestly.
Nice. That's what's up, dude. Well, Jack, my man, should we have a little debate about this KG hurricane tilt?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go.
Cool, man. Well, would uh would you like to make your case for Ian the Hurricane Heinisch?
Yeah, just think that, I don't know. I feel like this pick as well. It's somewhat one of those scenarios where it's almost as much of a fade on Gaslam as it is a pick on Heinisch. Like, I feel like you look at the guys Heinisch has faced, the guys that he's beat, bar Mearshad, the rest of them have been cut by this point. But I mean, Cesar Ferreira wasn't that bad of a fighter at the time when when Heinisch beat him, and Antonio Carlos Jr. I think that was like the start of his skid that got him cut. But yeah, his losses are to Akhmedov and Brunson. In my opinion, two of literally the most like understated guys in the division. And yeah, like I feel like those are really tough fights. Whereas Kelvin, when he was coming up through middleweight, he was facing, you know, pre-retired, pre-retired Kennedy, pre-retired Belfort, pre-retired 2 weeks notice, coming off of a bad loss, Bisping with one eye. Like, yeah, and he looked great kind of in a loss against Israel until the latter rounds where he started getting really pissed up bad and stuff. But man, he kind of looked somewhat okay in the first couple of minutes against Jack Hermanson as well, but he just got caught. So, like, you know what I mean? So suddenly by Hermanson. And yeah, I just think Heinisch is like a tough, rugged dude. He's going to press forward. He's not scared to grapple with people. He's not scared to throw down. Kelvin, I definitely give the edge in technical boxing ability, but I don't think he's like faster or more powerful or more dynamic than a guy like Heinisch. So Heinisch as a dog is definitely the play for me.
Man, see, this is why I like debating with you, Jack, because you just laid a brutal combo of very accurate, fair point making smack talk on my dude KG. Those are all very, very good points. They're well taken, and so I'm gonna have to construct myself a good retort here. Jackie boy, no, that was a great argument. Those are all great points. Now, the most obvious one that is just, and it's a great point that you made, and it's fair, and I definitely take it, is him when, especially at middleweight. Excuse me, fucking allergies, man. Especially at middleweight, yeah, he's getting like spoon fed these guys that are like, yeah, Bisping, one eye Bisping, like should never have taken that fight. That was right after he got dropped and choked out by GSP, right? That was like right after that, like 2 weeks after that or something. And then it was like, wait, what were you, Bisping? What the fuck were you thinking taking? And he even admitted, like, he was like, yeah, she never should have taken that one. Like, that was a bad, that was, he was just like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, like that's like it's a win that I hate to see because I feel like a different Bisping on a different night. I'm not going to say that like he definitely would have beat him, but he would have stood a way higher chance of beating him, like if those weren't the circumstances. But it is what it is,
dude. Yeah, totally. I honestly, and I'm a big Bisping homer. He's one of my all time. He's top 3 of my favorite fighters.
Yeah,
but like yeah, exactly. I feel like if he had taken a little bit more time off between the GSP fight and they just booked that fight like immediately, he had a full camp, blah blah blah. I think that he would have gotten hurt by that shot, but it wouldn't have just like just like melted him. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he would have hurt him. Yeah. He would have like backed up, like clinched up or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Here's a question for you. I like to do this a lot when I like analyze fighters. When you go back and you look at KG's record, who would you liken the most as like a similar stylistic matchup to Heinisch that is fought?
That's an excellent question. I would say the most fighting style wise and body type wise, I'd say it's between a couple guys. The two that stand out to be the most are maybe Kennedy and Chris Weidman. Perhaps I'm looking at maybe Jake Ellenberger, Rick Story. Is that what you mean as far as like Gaslam's? Were his Gaslam's wins or his losses or just his fights in general? Sorry, I forgot what the specific question was.
If you had to look at Calvin Gaslam's record, who do you think that's like a more similar stylistic opponent? Kind of like out of his like, let's say out of his middleweight run.
I would say Kennedy probably, right?
That's exactly what I was thinking, my man. And you know how that fight went? First of all, Kennedy was coming off of a layoff, I believe. You know what I mean? And Kennedy like absolutely dominated 10-8 Calvin in the first round, like killed him. But he used literally all of his energy to do so. I think that Ian Heinisch can basically do that, but over the course of the fight, and maybe not like as like because Kennedy went at him in like a do or die type of fashion, like he was trying to like kill him the entire first round. I feel like Heinisch can like get positional dominance and like be on him and just wear and tear him for 3 rounds, pretty much. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's yeah, and I think honestly, dude, I think Ian Heinisch is a better striker than Tim Kennedy. I've always thought Tim Kennedy's striking was just straight fucking duty trash. Like I think
Yeah.
Ian Heinisch, like striking wise, a little bit better. Like I think Tim Kennedy is probably a little bit of a better of a wrestler. I don't know if Heinisch is quite the grappler that Kennedy is, but I don't know, man. I think but yeah, stylistically, they're very like well-rounded wrestle boxer kind of like yeah, they're very similar. And I think, but yeah, he caught Kennedy towards the end of his run. Might have been, was that his, did he retire Kennedy?
Yeah,
Was
that
that
was
his
literally that was
yeah,
his
it
last fight.
was, man. He did. He retired him. Yeah, and that was Kennedy is how old now? He is 41 now. So 5 years ago, that would mean he's 36 in that fight. So yeah, he's still kind of like past it. Um, man, that's yeah. So and I totally agree. So back to the Kelvin Gastelum thing and your point about him getting people on their last fucking leg, like, okay, Kelvin, here you go, put the last nail in this motherfucker. All right, bam, like 1, 2, bam. So yeah, because he did the same thing to Kennedy. He was like 1, 2, bam, crow hop, 1, 2, bam, and it's just like that's it. See ya. He did the same thing to Vitor. Um, but that's the thing, like Kelvin, yes, he is the better technical boxer, but he's pretty basic. Like he has a 1-2. Sometimes he throws a hook, but it's one of those where I feel like overall, I just feel like Gastelum is just a little bit better of a fighter. Like I know that he has a bad record and like he's not like he's a very fadeable man, and I understand that point. Like being it more of a fade on Gastelum, dude, I can see that angle all day. I'm not mad at anybody for fading Kelvin Gastelum because he is kind of like a perennial disappointment. It's he is always Mr. like, oh, Kelvin Gastelum has so much potential to do this, that, and the third. Kelvin Gastelum is like going to be the champion, and then he always just kind of comes up short. But like, I do think it's a step down. Like, I don't think Ian Heinisch is. He's definitely not Adesanya, but I don't even know if he's Darren Till and Hermanson. And like, he has got to win this fight, dude. Like, I did see this
See,
shit.
like
Who
I,
posted that
I,
shit?
I would agree that he's not Israel Adesanya, but I don't see it beyond the realm of possibility for Ian Heinisch to go in there and like fucking beat up a Manson or beat up Dan Till. Like I think those are potential fights that he could win, and I don't know. I just feel like for Kelvin to have got as far as he did as an undersized welterweight at middleweight, I think that's kind of his push is coming to an end, and it's Heinisch's time now. That's just how I feel about it. But maybe I'm way off, and maybe Calvin goes in there and just absolutely puts on a brilliant boxing display. But I don't see it. And he had a wrestling background. Maybe we'll go in there and wrestle, but I doubt it because Ian Heinisch has great like anti wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. Do you see this? Let me just ask you this, as far just kind of like a how you see the fight going out, and just yeah, let me know if you need to smash out at any point. But do you see this a finish happening in this fight, or do you see this going to decision? Either way, like I know you're on Heinisch. Do you see Heinisch winning decision, or catching Kelvin, or subbing him, or how do you think it goes?
I mean, based on his history in the UFC, he's had a lot more. Well, he's had all decisions bar his last fight, which was first round KO over GM3, who we've seen rock turn finish before. But I don't know. It's if I were to pick, it would probably be the decision. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if I was gonna play devil's advocate for the Heinisch side, yeah, I would say decision.
Yeah.
I just now Brunson fucking cracks.
Yeah.
Brunson cracks, and he did not get knocked out by Derek Brunson. Ian Heinisch is very tough.
That's the thing about Heinisch. He's been finished the one time by Maluko, which is like a really bad loss looking back. But I don't anticipate Kelvin Gastelum subbing Heinisch at all. And yeah, like he's never really shown to be hurt on the feet whatsoever. Like he's a brute basically. He kind of reminds me like a Jimmy Crute type of dude, but maybe less technical. You know what I mean?
Now he is, but I would say that Kelvin Gastelum is the most dangerous striker that he has fought so far, other than Brunson, and he lost to Brunson.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Yeah, like the wins over Ferreira and Carlos Jr. They are more grappling orientated fighters, but GM3 is a good mix of both, and he put him out in the first round. So, like GM3 I think is somewhat underrated on the feet, although he is like somewhat defensively flawed and a little plodding. But yeah, it's a close one, but I feel like the line should be way closer. I feel like it should be closer to pick him. So I like picking Heinisch as the dog. And who's the younger guy between the two? It's actually Kelvin, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Kelvin, but like he's like I was saying, that was one of the first points I made yesterday. Is like Kelvin in fighting years, but I mean, people said that about Max, like, oh, Max is so much younger or older in fighting years.
For me to play devil's advocate on the Kelvin side for a moment, you could say that Kelvin's had more mileage despite the youth, but Ian Heinisch is the older guy, and I believe that he got into the game like pretty late in life. I think he didn't start MMA fighting until his 20s. So it's maybe one of those ones where the experience for Kelvin will help him out, but maybe the mileage will be more of a situation. So it's a fucking tough one. Yeah,
it's a tough one, man. It's a tough one. I don't. I like Kelvin. I'm probably. I would say I'm 65-35 on Kelvin. I'd say I'm about 65-35 on Kelvin.
I would say I'm 60 on Heinisch. Yeah.
It's tough, man. Dude, especially if you're betting him. I'm assuming Heinisch is probably like a slight underdog, maybe.
I think he's plus 185, almost.
I'm not mad at anybody, and best of luck to you, man. If you take the stab on Heinisch, like betting him straight up, I think it'd probably be the smart thing to do if you're gonna bet him. But man, it's a tough fight, man. And look, I understand the fate on Kelvin, and it's no disrespect to Ian Heinisch, but it's like, dude, if you lose 4 in a row and you're like, Ian Heinisch isn't a huge drop off from Hermanson, but like, it's like, okay, Kelvin, you definitely can't beat a certain level of fighter now. You are definitely like stuck. Your ceiling is firmly established if you lose to Heinisch. Like, so I think he's in a win situation. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like, who does he fight? You know, after this, if he loses this one, we might have to fight like Edmund Shabazi or something like that.
Exactly. Like someone is like, okay, this is like, see if this fucking kid can rebound off Kelvin Gastelum.
Basically, yeah. But yeah, man, it's midnight here, so I'm a cut it there. But appreciate you having me on, man. Yeah.
No sweat, man. Hey, anytime, Jack. Tell the people how they can follow you before we get out of here.
Yeah, Jack Attack MMA, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, appreciate you all for listening and appreciate you for having me on, man. Been sound.
No sweat, bro. You are welcome anytime. I will be back at it tomorrow or any other time if you on the weekdays if you'd like to join me again. But thanks again, dude.
No problem, man. Catch you later. Peace.
Later, dude. There he is. Jack Attack MMA. What's going on, man? What is going on, you guys? See what's going on in this chat. Give me 1 second. Let me unplug this mic real quick. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys still hear me all right? I'm going to do something real quick. Mecca, we should buy him, but yeah, fuck yeah. Alex in his roll call. But yeah, man, appreciate you coming through, Jack. Big shout out to Jack Attack, man. It's getting late over in the over on the other side of the pond, so I appreciate him giving his time to the channel and the audience. So appreciate you, Jack. Y'all, if you're new to the channel, give Jack Attack a follow. Jack Attack MMA on YouTube, on Twitter. Holler at him. But yeah, thanks again, Jack. Where are we at, boys? Where are we at, boys? What are we doing right now, boys? What are we talking about? What do you want to talk about, man? It's open. The floor is open, boys. I'm probably going to go for about 3 hours. Probably going to go till about, maybe I'll go until 8 o'clock. That's what I'll do. I'll go another hour. I will go for another hour. What say? Straight dog bets or 2 favorite parlays, says Puck. Alex is taking notes. Alex moves roll call. You can smokes with Litecoin. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know what that means. But word up. Yeah, Jimmy. Come on, man. This is a perfect place to do it, man. Perfect audience of loyal listeners. You're familiar with most damn near everyone in the chat. You know what I'm saying? No judgment here, bro. I'm not going to fucking put you on the spot with anything. Alex, the general came in. I'll repack this binger here. But yeah, shout out to my dude Jack Attack. Appreciate him for coming in. Anybody else would like to come in, let me know, man. I will send the fucking beacon. There, finally clear this fucking slide. But yeah, it's that one's. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna tell you what I think the closest fights are. What the closest fights are to pick. General. What's up, Scott? On tour. You're bad for what? You didn't do nothing. Hold on, I'm gonna try something, boys. And if I get cut off, I really, really apologize. I'm gonna try something here. We still good? We here? We still here? Oh yeah, Alex, man, if you ever want to come through. If you ever want to come through. But yeah, what I was trying to do worked, man. I don't think it cut me off. What I was trying to do worked. So I'm happy about that. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Scott. Yeah, it's just smarter. It's just smarter, dude. Nah, fuck spice. Yeah, I've smoked spice before. So my brother used to live in Kentucky, and he did not know anybody from which to procure dubage. So he had to smoke spice sometimes, and that shit is weird as fuck. Shit made me feel weird as fuck, man. I don't like that shit. I don't like no fucking spice. What I do like is this fucking heady bum bum. This fucking I don't even know what it is, man. I didn't get a strain name on this, but I suspect it's some kind of hybrid strain because I feel both a body buzz and a definitely a strong like heady feeling, like a feeling of euphoria and happiness and tightness. I would suspect an indica dominant hybrid. Okay, so that's perfect, man. That's perfect. Perfect. So okay, so bro picks, that is what, 7:30? 7:30 over here, 4:30. Yeah. Okay, so check it out, boys. This is perfect. Perfect fucking timing. The homie Bro Picks is going live to make his picks for this card, to give y'all his plays. These are going to be, pretty sure there's going to be Mecca picks too. So, yeah, pregame. This just turned into a pregame for my dude Bro Picks. What do you think about that? What y'all think about that shit? So, yeah, man. We're chilling here, boys. Chilling here. Fucking yeah, pre-gaming. Chilling here, pre-gaming, and then we heading over to Bro Picks. How y'all feel? You can get anything on the dark web. Viana. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna wrap it up at 7:30, and everyone head on over to Bro Picks. Check out Bro Picks. He will be live doing UFC shite. So check it. Don't disrespect it. So what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about till then? We got 20 minutes. No sweat, Brash. Fuck yeah. Yul Gutierrez fight left. Man, that was one I was looking at. I need to look at that one. Okay, so let me Bro Picks. I'm gonna talk about, these are the fights that I'm still looking at. But yeah, we pre-gaming, boys. We pre-gaming, and then we heading on over to Bro Picks. Y'all can all pile in fucking Slave One, and we will fucking fucking blast off into fucking hyperspace, dude. Bro Picks on the other side of the fucking galaxy. I'm over here on the fucking in the east, like the outer east, whatever called, galaxy. He over in the fucking west side. I gotta pop it in the fucking hyperdrive, get on over there. But yeah, boys. So let me talk about the fights that I'm still like, I don't fucking know. But real quick before I get out of here, tomorrow, the old lady and myself, the missus, myself and Lady Sense will be doing another live stream. And we'll be talking about UFC 258. We'll be talking about WWE this week. That's going on this week. We'll talk about myself belching. No, we'll talk about UFC, WWE. We'll talk about the Super Bowl and what she feels about maybe the Ravens moving forward next season, what she feels about Lamar, and how she feels about the other teams in that division. So yeah, if you're not a fan, if you don't like Pittsburgh, or you don't like Cincinnati, or you don't like Cleveland, tune in, because she might be roasting them. But she's just a diehard Ravens fan. So we'll talk about football, talk about NFL, WWE, and some other shit too. But yeah, so look forward to that. That will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, myself and my lovely wife, the Mrs. Sense, will be doing a podcast. The Mix at 6, boys. Join us then, won't you? But yeah, I just wanted to give out some quick channel notes. Take a fucking channel rip. And yeah, we're pre-gaming, boys. Fucking pass this binger around. Do some shots if you need to do some shots. And yeah, straight like that. Nikki Elbows. God damn. Nikki Elbows, what's going on, bro? What's happening? Oh, of course, dude. Of course. She's so much smarter than me. See, the difference is I like to try and sound like I'm smart, and I like to try and I think that I'm smart. She actually is fucking smart. Like, she's actually formally educated. Like, she actually has college degrees. Like, I think that I have some college. I have what's the box to check college dropout. Like, she's actually fucking smart. So she definitely makes the most sense. She's definitely yeah. What's going on though, Nick, man? How you doing? So yeah, check it out. What was I gonna say? 10 o'clock NBA game tonight. So hey, what's Nick? If you're still in the chat, shout out. I got a few minutes here. I got 15 minutes. So we heading on over to Bro Picks. We pre-gaming for Bro Picks. He's doing his live streams. But Nick, what game is it? What game? I'm a casual Orlando Magic fan. I am a casual Orlando Magic fan. I got a team in every sport, boys. Some of them I'm more serious about. Some of them I'm not. So these are my teams, real quick. These are my sports teams. And I do want to mention this. While I got a little time, I do want to mention this. How about them Hogs, baby? How about them fucking Hogs beating Kentucky, baby? After an 8-year drought, motherfucking Arkansas Razorbacks, Bobo, and Razorbacks beat the fucking Kentucky Wildcats by what? I don't think they counted the last basket. I think we beat them by 1 fucking point, because I don't think they counted. Because we went up with the free throws, and then got a steal at the very end and won it. But yeah, I'm a casual college basketball fan too. Casual NBA fan. Semi-casual baseball fan. I'm getting more into MLB. I'm getting more serious about that. I'm getting more serious about hockey. But yeah, pretty casual NBA fan, pretty casual college basketball fan. Now I'm a more serious college football fan, especially when it comes to the Razorbacks. I'm a little more serious about college football. Yeah, Arkansas Razorbacks for basketball and all collegiate sports. But for football, NFL, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a dirty, rotten, godforsaken Cowboys fan. It just is what it is, boys. If you're from Arkansas, I mean, what you gonna fucking do? You just gotta pick one. Ain't no fucking Arkansas. What? What's the NFL team? Arkansas. What? You just gotta pick one. I mean, Jera went to Arkansas. Jimmy Johnson went to Arkansas. I became a Cowboys fan. I remember watching it. Whatever. Well, that's another story for another time. But anyway, Cowboys fan. I'm a little bit more serious of a baseball fan though, compared to like NBA. And I'm a St. Louis Cardinals fan, boys. I'm a Cards fan. Yadi Molina is my favorite St. Louis Cardinals player. Then Ozzie Smith, and then Pujols. Those are my top three, man. Those are my three favorite Cardinals players of all time. Yadi Molina, Ozzie Smith, Albert Pujols. Straight like that. But yeah, I'm an Orlando Magic fan. Turkoglu was my dude when we went to the finals in 2008. But yeah, I'm probably most serious about NFL as far as team sports go. I'm a Bayern Munich supporter. Yeah, I think Robert Lewandowski is one of the best strikers in the world. Seriously, I think he's one of the best strikers in the fucking world. I think you put them up there against Ronaldo and Messi and all of them. He's just as fucking good. I think he's just as fucking good. But yeah, Bayern Munich fan. I'm probably a fan more of the German national team than the Polish national team, even though I support the shit out of Lewandowski. Yeah, and then what else? Yeah, I made a list, dude. I made a list of my favorite UFC fighters. Top 15. I'm not going to go through them, but I did make a list of that. But yeah. But Nick says, as I was rambling, Nikki says Bucks and Suns. The Bucks and Suns. Giannis, Mr. fucking Eurostep. Mr. I definitely just walked to 20 steps. No, it's a Eurostep. Like, what? You just walked. You just bounded down half the fucking, like, you just bounded your way from half court to the basket without dribbling. No, it's a Eurostep. All right. Got me. Beats me. You got me beat. Fucking Giannis is the most walking ass walker I've ever seen in my life. He's a great player, but dude, that dude walks so fucking much. Have y'all seen that one dude, Max is Nice? I think that's his name, Max. Max is Nice, where he does the like impressions of the NBA players. It's so fucking funny. He does a great Giannis. A great Giannis. Yeah, Bucks and Suns, Nikki says. Tampa Bay Lightning. Yeah, Scott Brown. That's what's up, man. So you like, yeah. I'm a like I said, I'm a Revo fan. You know who want what with Ryan Reeves. I'm also like Marchessault. And these are my dudes. These are my favorite Knights players. You ready? Top three. Revo, Ryan Reeves, Jonathan Marchessault, and Max Pacioretty. Dem's my dudes. Dem B's my dudes. Revo, Pacioretty, Marchessault. Dem's my boys. I'm getting more serious about the hockey, boys. I like the hockey, Ferda. I like to watch hockey. I like to see a little Tilly Ferda. You know, a little tilt here and there, a little fucking ass whooping, and we got like with the best enforcer in the league. So that's just tight. Yeah, I'm casual, but I'm trying to become less of a casual hockey fan. I'm trying to learn about the lines. I'm trying to learn about what I'm watching. You know, oh, like that's the power plays and all that shit. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Got burned with Mahomes because I picked the best quarterback. Yeah. Oh yeah, what happened? Oh, what happened, Scott? What happened to your Chiefs, man? I noticed that you don't have the curious there and curious there. I see that you do not have the Mahomes, number 15. Why, pray tell? Nah, I think they got a raw deal, man. There were so many weak ass calls that went for the Patriots. I mean, the Patriots. God, the fucking Bucks. I'd see if the Suns is playing, if Paul is playing, maybe with the points. Jack is asking Gaslam or Heinisch. Asking Nick to Nicky Elbows. Bridges and Booker are good on the Suns. See, I haven't even paid attention. What I don't pay attention to is like with NBA's, like I don't even know who's still on our fucking team. Because I know a lot of trades happen in the NBA. NBA and baseball, god damn, they make crazy trades every fuck like all the time, man. They just God, and hockey's kind of like that too. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's like we're 9-16 this year, dude. 13th in the East. Duty. But yeah, I think like Aaron Gordon is probably one of our best players. Vucevic is a really good player. We got Isaac. We got some good players, but like I don't know, man. It's just like we don't have any superstars. We can't have anyone that can really like I don't know. Sucks. It sucks, man. Bridges was on Villanova and won that title you picked. I know I gotta change topics. I have Watson over Mahomes. Yeah, I'm sure you do want to change topics after the Mahomie got fucking rolled up, dude. Mahomie fucking just he was getting his hair worked on too much. The chemicals went down to his stomach and he had to fucking just take a duty everywhere. He decided to just shit all over the bed during Super Bowl. Yep. Well, got a few minutes left, boys. Just to let y'all know, we are pre-gaming here, and then we are heading over. At least I hope y'all are. Just my 2 cents, will be heading over to UFC Bro Picks' channel. Keep is making his picks for UFC 258. He is going to be giving you his plays, letting you know the bets that he's made. Check his Twitter too. He's also put them up on Twitter. UFC Bro Picks on Twitter. And yeah, man, I'll be heading over there. Go holler at the homie, chill over there. I'm smoking now. I'll probably pack the binger again before I go over there. But man, I want to give a big shout out to all you guys that came through real quick. I didn't get a chance to properly yesterday. I left rather abruptly, so I apologize for that. But yeah, Scott. Of course, I want to thank Jack again for coming through. Appreciate you, Jack. But yeah, I'm heading on over to Bro Picks in about 5 minutes. Nicky Elbows. Check out Boston Nick. Check out MMA Locker Room. Check out DFS by the numbers. DFS Brady. Check out all the guys over at Pub Sports Radio. I don't want to leave anybody out, man. Check out all the guys over at Pub Sports Radio. But yeah, Nick, appreciate you stopping through, bro. Yeah, and head on over to Pub Sports Radio. 10 o'clock, NBA game. They're streaming it. They're going to give you guys good free plays, free prop bet plays, free live bet that just you're going to get all this shit for free, man. If you're a gambling man, if you like to get a little action, if you like to spice up your fucking sports watching, head on over to Post Sports Radio, man. 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. They will be streaming, not live. Not they won't. Where's the game? You don't see the game. You're not going to be looking at the fucking NBA game, but you can you can watch the game along with them, and they will give you free betting advice. So check it out. Post Sports Radio, Post Sports Network, Nikki Elbows, MMA Locker Room, DFS by the numbers. Of course, Big Mo Scream. Check them out, man. Check them out. But yeah, and here in a couple minutes, I want to be heading over to UFC Bro Picks. He will be live giving you his picks, giving you his bets. And yeah, it's going to be a good old time, man. But yeah, appreciate Bro Picks. Nikki Elbows coming through. Scott Brown. Of course, the General, Alex Ramirez, ZZ Top Picks. Jimmy, Steve Sparks, appreciate you coming through, bro. Nick Alexander, Noah, appreciate y'all, man. Jay Shuggy, appreciate you, dude. Let's see what Shuggy said. He said, I don't see the Korean Zombie beating anyone in the top 5 division apart from maybe Rodriguez in a rematch. Difficult to see where he goes from here. Yeah, it's, oh, God, I feel so heartbroken for Zombie. But yeah, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to, check out the rearnakedmma.com. Should be coming soon, man. More details should be soon to follow. But yeah, shout out to Jay Shuggy 99, Bo Jackson, Noah, Nick Alexander, my dude Jack Cardone, Johnny Cardone. Check out you can check out Cardone on Higgins podcast. Shout out to Higgins. Shout out to all you guys, man. That's as far as I can go up and see. But appreciate everyone that came through today. Y'all the shit. I will be back tomorrow with my better half at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, boys. I will be going live with the Lady Sense. We'll be talking about UFC, WWE, NFL football, all kinds of shit, man. Check it out. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Chat mix is 6. Right now, I will be heading over to UFC Bro Picks to check out his live stream. I encourage you guys to join me. Hope to see y'all over there. But yeah, before I get out of here, want to give a big shout out to the Rabid Dog, Mr. Arkansas. Shout out to the Sensational 7. Speaking of Sensational 7, Bro Picks is still in this motherfucking Mecca. He's still in the Mecca, dude. Shout out to the 7, man. Alex, all y'all, man. Good luck. Best of luck, man. You're going to need it. The Mecca's fucking brutal. But yeah, man. Shout out to Bro Picks. I'm heading over there right now. Big shout out to the Rabid Dog, Mr. Arkansas. Go subscribe to Mr. Arkansas on YouTube. Rabid Dog, Mr. Ark on Twitter. Go check him out, man. There probably wouldn't be this channel if it weren't for Mr. Arkansas. So go check him out. Go subscribe to his channel if you want to see and hear the most entertaining channel on this here YouTube. But yeah, shout out to Ark. Shout out to all the boys over at Post Sports Radio. Like I said, 10 o'clock tonight, you can catch the NBA game, Bucks and Suns. Watch alongside with them. They'll give you free betting advice. But yeah, shout out to them. Shout out to you guys. I really appreciate it. This has been just my 2 cents, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peace.